Yes. Just me. Unfortunately, Iain couldn't be with us tonight because he's had a terrible accident with wasn't wishing well. Or an owl, a cow sat on his face, and one of the udders went in his eye, and the udder was like squirting, so he got milk in his eye, and then the milk turned into cheese. He's got cheese eye. So tonight's show will be in memory of Iain and his cheesy eyes. And that's not him in the kitchen making coffees. That's not him. So yeah, very sad. So just be careful around cows because they look nice and everything. But if you get behind a reversing one and it's the wrong time of the day, you could end up with dairy eye as well, which is a terrible business. Terrible. You don't want to go there. Anyway, so it's a late night alternative. I'm Catherine Boyle. Iain can't be with us, and we're taking your phone calls in a minute as soon as I open the phone lines and that. And we're going to do like emails and chatting and probably like some dicking around. What we got here? Mutation 555. Thanks very much for your words of commiseration for Milky. Hi. Thanks very much. Easy doing this on my own.
Okay. How are we doing?
Fine. How's your eye?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. There you go. You can see what is behind us. That's behind us. I need this, please. Thank you. Oh, that shot is not.
I don't think they even noticed you were gone.
Well, did they notice you weren't in shot?
Yeah, they noticed that.
Yeah, they would have noticed that. Yeah, we're a little bit.
I can't see out one of my eyes, actually. I've been making jokes about your eye, but I can't see out one of my eyes because I had a little cry before the show. We were watching a thing that made us both cry.
Mate. We watched In and of Itself.
Yeah.
Which I saw in New York when I was there, because when I went a few years ago to see the Monkees, and we were still on the radio, and they didn't trust you to do the show on your own.
That time, no.
So they got Katie Puckrick in to help you, which is great because she's fab and we love her. But there was also part of it was we don't trust you, Catherine. We don't think. I've got 2 pairs of glasses in there. Could you get my bigger pair, please? And so I went to see. I went to see this show instead of the Monkees in New York. I said, I'm in New York for a few days. I ain't got nothing now. Could anyone recommend something? And someone on Twitter said, go and see In and of Itself. Mm-hmm. It's this kind of small little magic show that's directed by Miss Piggy and Frank Oz. And I went and I booked tickets for 2 nights by mistake. I messed it up. And I went, and it's in this tiny theatre, 500 people tops, probably 300-400. And it is perhaps the most... It was incredible, and I came back raving about it, and I stole a couple ideas from it. The idea of a ship's log for the show, which was too complicated apparently for you guys, and then they've just made a kind of like TV special, a movie of it, and we just watched it, and I'd forgotten a lot of it, but we were in pieces.
My melon's probably twisted. I can't work out how he did. Well, I can't work out how he did that, which is the point.
Go and find it. It was. It's incredible. There is magic in it, but it's not really a magic show. It's a story about identity, about finding out who we are, about the facade that we put up, and about being true to yourself.
And how we underestimate what we are to the world.
Yeah. And there was a bit, I'd forgotten how powerful it was. No spoilers. But if you've seen it, the letter. And I was in the second row, 3 seats along from the aisle, and the vibe, isn't it amazing, Joe? The vibe in the room when the letter scene, or call it the letter scene, I won't say any more because it's so spectacular. The letter scene happened, and the room And I've mentioned the bit as well before about the cards and stuff, and where he goes along and he tells people what card. I am there's like 1,000 cards and you pick one, and I picked I am an addict, and he just looked at me and went addict, and it was the air just got sucked out of the room. David Turner's the old posh fella sitting down. I know you've seen it. Now you were saying he was someone famous.
Yeah, that's Tim Gunn.
Who's Tim Gunn?
If you've ever watched Project Runway.
Is he Top Gun?
Or Sophia the First. He's the voice of Bailiwick in Sophia the First. You've got little girls, haven't you, David? Oh, Sophia. It's that guy.
That's him.
Yeah.
But yeah, when that guy sits down, Bill Gates. You are a master manipulator.
David Blaine's in there, isn't he?
Yeah. It's incredible. Trust me. It's incredible. Are we moving? Yeah, we are moving. Okay, it's incredible. I know what happened yesterday is the battery ran out on that camera, on the Izzy cam. And that is absolutely fine. The battery ran out. Hello, everybody over there. And I've got like a fake... Do you like my sofa? It goes green. I've got like a fake... Oh, look, you can see one of the cats. The bottom
That's
right.
Pat's.
Pat is chasing the dots. Now she's cleaning her bum, and then she's going to chase the dots. They've just had their dinner. I've got so the battery's going to run out. I've got a fake battery that you can then plug in, but the lead isn't long enough. And I tried a USB extender, and it doesn't work through the USB extender. So unlucky there. But this, in and of itself, I can tell you the two. There's a third I'm considering, but actually I don't want to put the third. I have seen two live performances that have changed my life. The third one, which I'm not including, is the one that we saw. That
Kiss.
No, not Kiss. The play where we walked around.
Oh my God.
That was amazing.
What was that called? That was called not the Ferryman. That was incredible.
Yeah. It was this play in a warehouse, and you could walk around all the different floors, and there were like sets, and
we all had masks
set
on.
in like sort of 50s Hollywood, and you had masks on, and you walked around, and the Drown Man, and you could just walk around, and it was amazing. But
everyone saw something different because we all got separated.
Yeah, it was me, you, and Scoins, and we'd been for a cheese meal.
We did,
and then I got shouted at because we were
that was so weird.
We were sat outside. It wasn't like Costa. It was
it was Au Pan Quotidien or something.
Yes,
wasn't it?
And we were outside. It was hot, and we were outside, and the window's here, right? And Kath is there, and our friend Paul Scoins is there, and so I'm leaning against the window, right? I'm on the chair, but I'm leaning against the window.
But only his shoulders would have been touching the window.
But does well here? But
let's put
this to you. So I'm leaning on the window so I can see both of my friends, and then someone banged on the window, didn't they? There was a banging to start with, and I'm like, what? And I just ignored it. And then an older American woman, late 50s, early 60s, came out in the street and had a right go at me.
It was the weirdest.
Could you stop leaning against the window, please? I said, excuse me? You're leaning, and it's rude. My daughter's there, and it's upsetting my daughter. It's upsetting my daughter.
Just thought. You didn't have a builder's bum, did you?
No. I'm very particular about that.
You had a coat on.
It's upsetting my daughter. I said, I'm terribly. She was so rude and aggressive, and it was. And the Scoins and Catherine were just like sat there like, what is going on?
Because for us, that's not a thing. You know, if we're doing pavement life, if we're all sitting outside being, haute cuisine.
It was, and she was very angry. She may have even sworn.
You don't think of that, do you? If you're sitting inside the restaurant and there are people outside on the pavement, sort of pavement cafe style, you don't look at where their back is, do you? Do you think it's rude to you if they've got their back to you? Because I couldn't give a toss.
It was the back to her as opposed to leaning on the glass, wasn't it? It was the back to her daughter.
But I don't think that's not a thing for me. I don't know whether it's a thing.
So she said I was being rude to her daughter, and she was very aggressive. She may have sworn, and she went back in, and we were all like,
what
just happened?
And she was really riled. You could see,
so
when people are...
So my sister says, why do these things always happen to you? Because I'm a magnet for life. And then about
You're right, though.
20 minutes later, and I hadn't done anything to provoke it this time. 20 minutes later, she came out with her daughter. And
she gave you the skunk eye.
At the height, I was seeing a very expensive therapist, who later I think is a con man, but he was brilliant. He was a brilliant con man. And now this was at the height of my Brené Brown, choose discomfort over resentment. Brené Brown says, choose discomfort over resentment. That means instead of holding on to something for weeks and weeks and weeks, go and have a brief period of discomfort and explain the situation, and it always works.
Yeah, because we were all confused by what happened.
Yeah.
None of us are people who like confrontation. We couldn't believe how upset this woman had been.
Angry.
And also we thought we must have got this wrong.
So she came out, and I went up to her and I said, look, I'm really sorry. Can I just... I just want to say that I think you were very aggressive then, and there was a more polite way of addressing the situation. And she just walking away with her. I don't want to talk to you. No, I don't want to talk to you. I said, look, I'm really sorry. Excuse me, but I just think you were really rude then. You ruined our drinks, and you've upset my friends. And I just want to say that the way you behaved was totally inappropriate. And then she turned to me, and she turned. And I wasn't in her space, right? She turned and she went, please, you're crowding me, back away from me. I said, look, I'm going to back away from you, okay? I'm not crowding you. Put your hands down. You've raised your hands to me. And I'm doing this. Look, you're raising your hands to me. You're raising your hands. I said, okay, I'm putting my hands down. But I have to say, you were very, very rude. And I think you've done your daughter a disservice.
What was that?
Anyway, so
we still can't work out what that was.
That was the third. By the way, the phones are up and running, guys. That was the third best play that I'd seen. Right, third best, but live performance.
Lisa Calver's saying the daughter could have had autism. Do you think that an autistic child would appreciate a mum making a scene like that?
But also, an explanation. Look, my daughter is, it says she came out, vroom, vroom, vroom. Lisa, that does not, autism to one side does not explain, vroom, vroom, vroom. And that's what we got. I may have bid them a good day. I would have said something very sarcastic at the end. Shut up, big boy. Getting on my nerves now. I'm going to make him stray again. Shut up. Please be quiet. I'm doing a show.
It's very defiant. No.
Big boy, will you shut up? No. She may just have been an idiot, Rob. You're right. So, but I don't. That is still, that was brilliant, but it's still several leagues away from the two most powerful theatrical performances I've ever seen, where I've come out and gone, what the fuck is my life worth? Nothing.
Was it when we went to see Joe Pasquale in pantomime?
I texted Joe Pasquale the other day. Did I tell you this?
Yes.
I texted Joe Pasquale. Let me
Tig the Elder. Right, can you just show me my seat? I haven't got a cheap seat.
You can't see.
Nope. Review.
Oh, the review. I can't because you're not quite in that close up.
Look in the small. Here we go.
There we go. Oh, there you go. Look, it's not a cheap seat. What's cheap about that, buddy?
Hey, cheeky bastard.
Mum sounds stressed to the limit. Are you joking? The mum's the daughter was 25.
The mum.
The daughter was 25.
The mum's stress was of her own making.
No one
was doing anything to her.
The daughter was 25. The stress was entirely. Okay, Joe, let's not talk about that. The daughter was the stress came entirely from the mum. To walk out, she had to walk out and come out, and she didn't just come in and go, look, excuse me, can I just went, vroom, vroom, vroom. That's how she went.
I find it very interesting, Lisa, that you're looking to excuse that behaviour.
I would suggest, listen, I really do try and be aware of all of the tisms, all of the beautiful subsets in which we inhabit. I really, really do. But I do think there has to be some understanding on every side that I can't recognise everything simply by looking. Many, I'm going to use the wrong language. I'm trying not to. Many of the places on the spectrums that we inhabit are impossible to detect with the naked eye. Her anger, whatever it was, you don't get it, Lisa. You don't get it. With respect, you get your situation. That's it, and that's it. You're talking about your situation.
Yeah.
We're making a huge assumption to think that her daughter was autistic. That's a huge assumption to make, and we have no evidence of that whatsoever. So I'm sorry that you've been through that. I don't need to apologise. I'm sorry that you've been through that, and I'm sure that must be horrendous. And I'm sure not everyone would be as cool as me about things, because I'm cool. But it's a huge assumption to ship. But you don't need to apologise. You're cool. Now, so there were two performances I've seen in my life that have changed my life. Number two was In and of Itself, where it was so good. I had a spare ticket, and I was going to go and see one of the Duke boys singing some Sinatra songs at a supper club the next day, so I couldn't go. So I gave the ticket away to what's her name?
Jackie Stevens.
Jackie Stevens, the Welsh lady who used to do the soap operas on This Morning. Because I tweeted, listen, long shot, I'm in New York, I've got a spare ticket for a great show, who wants it? And Jackie Stevens, who I don't know, but because we've been on the telly, we're allowed to talk to each other. Jackie Stevens said, oh, I'll have it. Right, and so I met her. We argued a lot. Well, she wanted to argue about AA.
Was she flirting with you? Is that what it was?
No, I don't think so.
She wasn't negging.
No, I don't think so. But we were arguing. Well, she wanted to argue about AA. It was really hot. I remember it was really hot. And she wanted to argue about AA. And I didn't really want to argue about AA. I was a big fan of it. And she goes, yeah, but the statistics show that it doesn't work. And there are some statistics that show that AA don't work, but from what I know of those statistics, they are of people who have left the fellowship. Mm-hmm. So they've come out thinking they're cured. They've stopped going to meetings and they started drinking again.
Isn't that statistic more about how powerful addiction is?
It's anyway. And I was just like, okay. I said, look, I kept saying it's okay. You're not a fan of AA. It saved my life. Yeah, but don't you think? I said, I don't really. And then it was Pride, right? It was Pride in New York, and I really wanted to go and see Pride in NYC. And Jackie came along, and was killing my vibe, man. I liked her. I'd never met her, but I did like her. But I did just think, killing my vibe, man. I want to hang out with my gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender brothers and sisters. It's like pegging, but it's in the mouth. And
Google it, Catford. Come on, you know better.
Google it. You're not a mod anymore. No special treatment here. And she went and saw it, and she texted me the next day and said, I really hated it.
I think she was just doing that to be contrary.
I think she was. Anyway, so in and of itself,
because it was incredible.
One of the things. And the other thing, that I came out crying, and I phoned up my ex-girlfriend, who was a theatre director, and we hadn't really spoken, and I just had to say, I've just seen the most amazing thing and I'm in tears and I'm really sorry that I was rude about theatre because this, I get it. And it was the Cirque du Soleil Love, the Beatles show, because it was the most intense. It's like 55 minutes an hour. Obviously it's Beatles stuff, all remixed and stuff. But there was just so much going on at once. Just so much for the eyes. It was a sensory overload. The eyes and the ears couldn't take it all in. And there's a bit where the Beatles are in space, and it's all done with silhouettes, and it's actual recordings of the Beatles going, well, you know, John, I quite like it up here, you know. Well, Paul, you would say that. Well, it's all that kind of stuff. But it's
classic bands.
You've got silhouettes of these four figures floating in space, and then you've got a 9-year-old breakdancing on a bed. It was insane. Those two shows have changed my life. Let's see, have changed my life forever. Good evening, Beef. Okay. Why have you jammed yourself in your bedroom? Okay, so you can't open the door. And there's no one else in the house. They're not well enough. Okay, well then you have to dial the fire brigade.
Instead of us.
We go, you hung up. I'm starting to think, Beef.
I think less beef, more bullshit.
You couldn't hear them. Oh my God, it was some call as well. It was some call.
Oh, you missed a denouement.
It was some call, guys. That was some call. I can only apologise. It was some call. Oh, well. Shut up. That was Beef talking bullshit.
The latest story is locked in her bedroom. There's people in, but
just be steady. Just go steady.
But they can't come and help her out.
Yeah, we go. You guys are quiet on the mics tonight. No, we're not. Can we time out Bad House, please? Because I can see that we're peaking in the red. So we're not. Time Bad House out, please. Good evening, Kimbo Collab. Hey. Good evening, Mandy. Good evening, Robo. Good evening, Basil. Good evening, here we go. That's Beef. Katiffa. Glitter Kitty. Can't phone the fire brigade with a dead phone. Why is everyone looking for an argument tonight? I'm in the mood for dancing, romancing. I got my feelings that come inside. Look at this, Kimbo Collab. We've got a new shot. Hello. Why do you have a second cam? Just because we can, and because our very kind donators donated to the Tippy Bar, the Dono Bar. The Tippy Bar, Dono Bar. Okay. Let's get this show on the road. 0203 286 6370 is the phone number. You're going to phone us Mandy. You're going to phone us Harsh. You're going to phone us Joe. You're going to phone us Kimbo Collab. Someone. Pick up the phone. Dial the phone. Say hello. Great raid last night.
Oh, so good. It was a birthday stream.
Thank you, Anne.
We raided Ginger Kitties.
And someone... Now, did someone give her $2,021? Or was that the total that she had made that evening? Because we gave her $30 and she didn't have her alerts on, so she wouldn't have seen it until a little bit later on. Don Donuts. Sorry? Okay, here's the bit where she got donuts. You want donuts? I want donuts. Here's the bit where she got the money last night. Let's have a quick look at this. Hang on. Okay, here we go. So this is who we raided last night. She was fab.
Oh my god. Big Dragon, there's $2,021. Are you shitting me?
She didn't, so it wasn't a donation of $2,021. That was the total. Because she's talking to her mod there, right?
Yeah.
She's talking, that was a one-off dono. Where's the evidence? Let's listen, we carry on and we listen.
Oh my god. Big Dragon, there's $2,021.
There's
are you
$2,021. So that to me says there's $2,021 in the kitty? Wow.
Oh my god.
Hang on a second. Yes, Beef, did you manage to get out of the room that you were locked in?
And revive your phone.
I managed to get out.
Okay, listen, here's the thing. It's so nice to have you on board, and we're really grateful to have you on board, but this show is based on honesty, and this show is based on truth. And if we don't have those things, it's really difficult for us to move forward.
Okay. Well, it was the truth because my door keeps getting jammed and I keep calling my sister.
So how did you get out of your room?
I called my sister and my sister said, this is the last time I'm going to come and get you out. If you do it again, I'm not getting you out.
Okay. And where was your sister? Because you said there was no one in the house well enough?
I said, willing.
Willing, okay. But there was someone willing?
After I said to my sister that I'm stuck and I genuinely can't get out, I'm not strong enough to open the door because I can't open it with a broken wrist because I naturally use my left hand. I can't use my right hand.
Okay. So there was someone willing to open the door?
Yes, when I told them I genuinely couldn't open it.
Okay, that's great. I don't believe you were locked in your room.
Well, my door keeps getting jammed because my sister keeps coming in and then she slams it on the way out.
Okay, well, could you ask your sister not to slam it on the way out?
Yeah, I can even prove it to you that my door is actually very bad at the minute. I can go...
Okay, let's prove it. Let's get the proof that your door is...
Well, hang on, if she does it, then her sister's going to leave her in there for, what, forever?
Well, that's the price we have to pay.
I'm coming. Oh, it's stuck in my duvet. 1 second. There we go.
How's your eyesight today?
Good. I've got my glasses on.
Okay. So where's the proof that the door is jammed?
I'm going to put myself on speaker.
Okay.
We're going to hear a door shut. Yeah, that's what we're going to... Yeah, sounds legit.
Yep.
What?
I'm locked in.
Prove it. Okay, that's proof. All right, I apologise for doubting you. Beef, turns out you were telling the truth. My apologies. Right, let's crack on with the show.
Oh my
God.
We
do not know that this is a one-off donation.
That wasn't a mistake. Thank you so much. 2021. Yeah. Oh my gosh, your donut didn't pop up either? I saw the Biddy's Fast Tracks, but did you donate others? I don't even know. Happy birthday.
I've got no evidence here. This comes from one person. No evidence. No evidence.
Thank you so much.
I mean, we know the donations weren't showing up.
Yep.
Thank you so much. I think,
What I do know is in the last month, one of her donators has given over $6,000.
Really?
I do know that because there was a button you could click on. There we go, watch full video. There was a button you could click on that would show all of her donations.
oh my God.
There was a button that you could click on. Now, where would that button be? Where would that button be? Where would I find that button? I saw the button yesterday and I clicked on it and it said a lot of 30. Anyway, what I'm saying is, let's assume that someone did donate her $2,021. What's wrong with you lot?
It's not your birthday. When's your birthday?
Click her name, then about Ginger Kitty Cat. Anyway, it was a fantastic. I'm not
Did you guys see that?
I'm
Is
not
that
begrudging
right?
her in any way whatsoever because she was absolutely fabulous. Donations. Here we go.
Oh my God. Big Dragon. There's two.
So, Gruen Dragon, 6,331 in this month.
Gosh.
Let's have a look at the week. Let's have a look at. I mean, so that's $10,000 she's made in a week.
Well, happy
Puts
birthday.
It's our $30 to shame. You're not late, Paul. We're early. We are early. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very, 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 very welcome. She was a great raid last night. We haven't sorted out. We didn't have our meeting today. I'll tell you why, because I'm pissed off. Because I was tricked into doing a thing with Clinton Baptiste, the psychic. He's a charlatan.
Oh.
He's a piece of trash. He's a scumbag. I thought it was a live thing. I didn't know it was a pre-recorded. And then I saw on Twitter, he's actually selling tickets for it. Do you know how much I got paid for it? $0.
What?
$0. So,
When he saw you coming.
well, I mean, you joke about it, but stuff like that, just do not pay and see his crappy show. Pancake Gal Beef is calling her sister to come and get her out. Man. 0203 286 6370 is the... Ruff says, my question would be, what was she doing to get a $6,000 donation? Being charming and witty.
Yeah, what are you suggesting?
Being charming and witty and pleasant and good company and probably very entertaining. We didn't really watch enough of her stream to get the full act, but charming, funny, good company.
There are all sorts of people watching. You never know.
Yeah.
You might make someone's day.
Yeah.
You might be the reason that they... you might be the only person they speak to all day.
Exactly. And we have some I'm teasing, we have some amazingly generous donators. If you do want to donate, there's the tippy bar. It's not for anything special. You can go to streamlabs.com/TLNA. You want me to put the link in the chat? Well, that's not a problem at all. I just type this. Your donations have given us a second camera, the green screen, please. And it's also the PO box.
Yes.
We've only got one thing today. Oh, have we gone deaf? Have you gone deaf?
I've gone deaf, yes.
Here we go. We've only got one bit of post today. If you want to write to us... Oh, and if you're on the computer, if you scroll up, there's a picture of a happy old man. He's happy because he gave us $2,021. She did write on a balloon as a tribute to TLNA, but she put...
TNLA.
She was good. It
It was her birthday. She can write what she wants.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care. I'm really glad we found her. Really nice vibe.
PO box thing. We keep saying it and we mean it. Thank you very much for
No more
presents, but we
presents.
don't really want presents. We want your letters. We want your fan art. We want, your little bit of time. But thank you for... that's not that we're not grateful for presents, but that's not really the idea. But
Have you ever
thank
seen Ian de Montfort way better and funnier than Baptiste? Let me let you into a secret. Clinton Baptiste is my friend Alex Lowe, so I don't know who this other person is. But no, I haven't seen him. I'm not interested in him. I'm supporting a friend of mine. Come on, can I close the curtain again now? Is that all right? So do not buy tickets to go and see that charlatan on Thursday because he's a piece of trash.
And a knobhead. Right, we opening this or what?
Yeah, open it. Is there a name on the front of this one?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, this is it. So art and letters. Some letters. Just throw it on the floor, Catherine. Why the fudge not?
I'll put it in the bin afterwards.
No, you won't. No, you don't. You leave so
don't.
much crap in this house.
Let you open it.
Thank you. That's what I was hoping you'd say. Oh, who sent this? Oh, Jesus.
What is it?
I don't want it.
What's the matter with you?
I don't want you. Oh, all right. You have it. You're going to see it, and you're not. Have a look at it first before you open it. You're not going to want it.
It's not horrible ones. They're just normal ones.
Oh, is it normal ones?
Yeah, but thanks very much.
Oh, I don't like jelly beans. I thought it was. What those?
It's not distinct beans.
I thought it was stink beans.
Thank
I thought
you.
it was stink
Is
beans.
there a message? There's a card.
I love these glasses.
The card says, "Thanks a bunch.
Stink beans.
I've
Here's some
stuck
stink beans.
each and every one of these up my bum." No, it's from Richard. "Thank you, Catherine and Iain, for hosting a great Twitch
Hey,
channel.
thank you.
The Tier 3 meeting on Saturday was awesome.
Hey, Richard. Yes, hello.
And really inclusive.
Hey.
Thanks a bunch."
Thanks a bunch, guys.
Thanks, Richard.
Thank you. That's very kind. I'm not a fan of stink beans, so Catherine can have the stink beans, and I'll get the next thing that comes. Letters and fan art, please.
Did
and
you just
fan
throw that on
fiction.
the floor?
It's my house. It's my freaking house. Right. So, I would like to look at our Discord, please. Let's have a look at what's going on our Discord. I believe that some of the mods are telling me there's a little bit of beef brewing. A little bit of beef brewing in one of the.
Already, day one.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, it's day
astonished.
2. It's day 2.
Full day one, though.
Okay.
Well, I'm astonished. I never saw that coming.
I'm hoping. I'm going to go to the mod chat, and I'm not going to let you see this. Let me just get this. All right. So the mods in the mod chat have pointed me to something that is public, so we can address this.
Oh, dearie me.
By the way, if you want to come and join the fun, it's not Discord. If you want to come and join the fun,
Tasty.
there we go. Tasty. Hey, £20.21. Thank you, bloke. Thank you. The decimal place was in the wrong place there, but thank you very much indeed. So let's go. It's supposed to be a lengthy post. General chitty chat. Oh, here we go. Oh, beef. We got beef. Here we go. I don't. Okay. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Someone call. Oh, we go. All right, let's get to the top of this. This is great. Okay. A lot of love and respect going on. Dave Dogface has done £2.21. Die Hard 2021. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, both of you. Here we go. God, this goes on and on. First
Done
of all,
it, though. We knew this was going to happen.
Pete, you don't need to stir this. So you have a Discord. Here we go. I wonder if some people use this. This is Stupot James, okay? And he's a little beef with Pete.
Oh, God.
Oh, Pete's got a Discord. All right, I'll join that when I work out how to join. I've joined some other Discords and I don't know how. Right. So let's have a little look. I actually feel a little sorry for some of those banned on Twitch from the point of view that some are genuinely big fans of the show, and when entertainment and content is generated from their often genuinely heartfelt apologies and the ban remains, well, it can't always be pleasant.
When's that happened?
But hey, I get it. Some bans are very well deserved. Most of them are calling me a fat queer. Excuse my language. I shouldn't have said this, but they are. Or Catherine a fat slag. Those are most of the apologies.
But they've been listening for ages, so we should just let that go, right?
Occasionally, I think entertainment has taken precedent over fairness. I can't say I've got any specific examples.
No.
It's just the impression I've got a few times. Well, there we go. It's a show. Always pick entertainment over fairness. It is, and that's why I do get it when perhaps the ruling is at least partially concerned with entertainment over 100% fairness. My God, she's not really legally trained. I hate to.
No,
we're
but I
pulling
can
that curtain away.
I can spot a dick from quite far away, and my spidey senses are tingling.
Let me just play some ads. We've got to play some ads. Right. So let's. And I'm just. This is new to us. This is new to us, Stupot. I can see you here, and this is not. We're not bullying or anything. Having this kind of conversation is new to us, and it's in a public forum. So, it's all. Here we go. Still with love and respect, think you're talking balls, says Pete. Whoa! Pete.
I'm Team Pete, but
Well, with love and respect,
I would be, wouldn't I?
I think love and respect back. I think overwhelmingly most of the time it's fair, but on just a few occasions, if banning leads to a more entertaining exchange, shall we say, between Iain and Kath, that decision has been gone with for that reason. But you cannot provide an example because it's not true.
It's not happened.
It's not true.
But don't let that get in the way of your...
But hey, the vast majority of time, someone's been a dick, their apology stinks, they deserve to be banned. I'm talking a few times out of dozens here, but it's not true because you cannot think of an example. And it is about... It is about... We choose... The chat... All it means is you can't engage in the chat. That's it. That's all a banning is. You can still watch the show, and if you've taken it personally and you don't want to watch the show, that's cool. That's your decision. But you can still watch the show. You can still phone the show. You can still go on Discord. You can still tweet. It just means that this tiny bar at the side, you can't type in. I mean, you could create another account if you so wanted. It's not we're saying, right, we're confiscating your computer. You can never listen to it again, right? Snow says, I'm not sure what Discord is, but it sounds shit. You might have a good point. Okay. Not being critical of yourself, or any of them wants to do a difficult job very well. Blah, blah, blah. It's just a personal opinion on the ban on bad. That's cool. That's your opinion, and that's cool.
Well, opinions aren't facts.
Well, exactly. You are wrong, and we can say that as the host.
I also take it very seriously because, as you know, we do our best not to exploit people for entertainment.
And also, here is the key point, Stu. But if I did slip up, just a one-off genuine slip up, as a big fan, I would be gutted if I got banned, or more relevantly, stay banned, and the verdict was based to some extent on entertainment, but I'm sure many would feel the same. You wouldn't stay banned because I'm assuming you would write...
You wouldn't...
an apology saying, I'm really sorry, that was a joke, that was ill-timed and totally out of context, I'm really sorry, I'd love to come back in.
Yeah.
No one... Unless they're apologising for throwing the M word out, or homophobia or misogyny, any of that. Unless they're that apology probably wouldn't cover that, right? If what I've just recounted definitely wouldn't cover that. But if they come back, I'm really sorry, big misunderstanding, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. Can I come back in? I cannot think of one example.
No, I can think of times when people think they've said sorry when they haven't. When they say, "I'm really sorry, but you lot are dickheads."
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything before "but" becomes bullshit. So.
And it is an attempt.
Yeah, show me an example. Show me an example.
But we're just, hey, listen, you put forward your point, and that's great, and we appreciate that. And we want to keep this place. Thank you, Coin Gary. We want to keep this place as safe as possible, and I'm not afraid or ashamed, of using. And we're not having a go at you, Stupot. We're not having a go at you, but it's hard. We're not having a go at you. And it may sound like we are, but we're not. We're defending our art, right? And I'm not afraid to use the phrase safe space, safe place, because that's what we want to create, where people feel welcome. And I appreciate your feedback, and I completely disagree with it. And as the builders of this thing, I think we know more. Also,
the Discord thing, we want you to be able to have a chat and everything, but what I don't want is for it to become flipping Digital Spy Mark II.
Refresh, guys, refresh. So, refresh, we're back. It's only 8:15, and we've done so much time already. So, listen, and we love you loving the show, Stupot. We're not having a go at you. But this is our show. This is our life. This is a huge investment for us in terms of time and money, and we are not actively seeking work elsewhere. We could split up, and Kath could go and get a brilliant job producing or presenting. I couldn't actually because no one would touch me. But we could go off and we could spend all of our time going and finding other jobs, and we want to do this show. But you will know from your history, and thank you, Pete, for that. I appreciate that. That was private, and that stream has now been taken down. So thank you. We will defend what we do. We will defend what we do. And, and it's in a public forum where it can be seen and it can be debated, and we will defend what we do. And who was it? Someone was just saying, can one of the mods message you? No. Why? Why? Can a mod mail me if they can? Why? No. So there we go. That's that. So we're not having a go, but if stuff is in the there's no point in having stuff in the public forums in the Discord. Well, of course we're going to comment on it, and it'll either be. Listen, we don't see all of the chat. Kath isn't in there very often. I've been in there too much today, and I don't see all of the chat. But we will comment on it. That is partly it's about creating a community or expanding the community or expanding where the community can go. But also it's about content, right? And if there's stuff in a public thing, we will talk about it. And if someone is talking about our stuff and saying stuff that isn't right, we will talk about it. But we're not having a go at you. We're just saying that I think your point, I know your point is wrong.
And the general point is about fairness, right? So if someone writes something that we don't think is fair, we're allowed to say, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm just typing what a twat about myself. Ay, like your go.
Yeah, so freedom of speech is cool.
Well, freedom of speech doesn't exist.
But that doesn't mean that you know.
Freedom of speech.
You won't get a response.
Doesn't exist, man. 0203 286. Discord is only good for gaming comms, really. Well, it's not. It's not true. I didn't say anything you do is wrong. I just said it's an entertainment show, and in that segment, I just think once or twice entertainment's been the priority. But you cannot. Well, you saying it wasn't a criticism. That doesn't make it not a criticism. And now I am kind of taking it personally, because you cannot just say, well, it wasn't a criticism. It is a criticism. And you cannot provide an example of that because it hasn't happened.
I haven't banned anyone for fun.
Peter!
Hello.
I'm really sorry for showing private chat there, Pete. That was total balls up on my part, and I feel terrible.
I mean, I do feel quite bad now, really.
You should do. You're a piece of trash.
I mean, it was a conversation that went on too long.
Yeah.
And that was the initial reason it got remarked on in the mod chat, because because it kept going on. And, we were both making the same point at each other over it, as internet. And, that's something I need to do better at dealing with people.
24 hours of Discord, and already we're losing long-time followers, long-time supporters. We are bullying our fans, all because of Discord. And Sinjin, whose idea it was.
Well, here's the deal. I don't look at Digital Spy because I think people, have the right to go off and talk balls wherever they want. But if they're going to talk balls on something that we're hosting, can't expect to be able to do that.
I think Iain said there's no need to stir. I don't think I'd like to think I wasn't stirring it so much as trying to get. I don't know. I believe quite strongly that if someone is sincere in their thing, they've always been, treated fairly. So I guess I was trying to get to the bottom of why, we were having a discussion. I was trying to get to the bottom of why Stu thought clearly quite strongly that otherwise it happened, if you know what it's,
By the way, why is... But now people are suggesting that I use the word beef as a joke, right? I use the word beef as a joke. And now Pops is going, Pete and Stupot were just chatting. There was no malice about bands, just chats. Gemma, they agreed to disagree in the end. I'm not... What? I know, I'm not saying that you've now got a warrant out to kill him and he's hired the Yakuza to come and find you.
No, I'm glad it was just saying that, I don't want him to see it coming.
It was a discussion in a public forum that I've seen and we're talking about. Yeah. Who's it? Emsalot says, maybe do away with Discord. We've had it for a day. Fuck, I'm going to ban everybody. Stupot says, very quickly when it was hinted I should drop it, I did. Here we go. And I'm saying this to everyone, right? Can I say this? Can I speak freely, Catherine? Pete, you'll take this in the spirit it's intended. Stu, I hope you take it in the spirit it's intended. Emsalot, Pobs, grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. I'm nearly 50 years old, right? And I'm sorting out squabbles on an internet forum.
Welcome to
Pete,
Discord.
grow the fuck up, right? Pobbs, grow the fuck up. Stupot James, grow the fuck up. Everybody grow up, all right?
Oh, shit, Mr. Roberts saw me leaning against the window.
Get out of here, you dickheads. Everybody, just grow up. God's sakes. Grow up. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Oh. Okay.
Bloody internet.
Bloody internet. What's it bloody on for us? It's a bugger all for us. One day in and Discord is causing trouble. Now I know why I was so reluctant. What Pete says, what Iain doesn't know is I've bet quite a lot of money on this Discord being shut down by the end of the week.
Yeah, that'll be
Stupot, now no malice on my part. Who said anything about malice? Stop going on. Everybody stop going on. Yes, we've still got a snake. It shed its first skin the other day. Very, very excited. And it shed its skin, and it's got a little mouth hole in its shed skin. Pete isn't being got at, I am. Stupot, where are you being got at? Where are you being got at? You are hearing being got at, and it is simply not true. There's no beef. I said I used the word beef as a joke. There's no beef, for fuck's sake. I know there was no beef. I swear to God. I'm going to ban all of you. All of you are being banned tonight. I'm not even joking.
I'll get the blame for it.
Yes, you will. All of you are being banned, right? And I'm not even joking. Don't you understand? Even this is theatre.
Oh.
Even this is theatre. Don't you understand? This is a fucking show. Jesus Christ. Here we go. This is how the Biggie Tupac thing started. Is it? I don't really know what the Biggie Tupac thing...
That was beef. That was proper beef.
...was about.
Yeah.
We've also got a section for cat pictures on Discord, which is really...
I mean, surely that's safe.
Got fucking Hitler cat! Oh, hello. Hello, baby. Hello, little baby. Oh, I don't go into the other pets than cats.
No, we're not interested.
It really doesn't appeal to me. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go.
A lot of these cats appear to be broken.
Yeah, most of them are.
Mine was a bit broken today.
Your Hitler cat is missing. Oh, Ionicam. Hang on a minute, Gatford. Hitler cat is missing.
Yep.
Oh no, I'm really sorry. How long? And
Did you
I
say
think
Hitler cat?
Yeah,
It
Hitler
does
cat.
look a bit like Hitler. Got a side
Oh,
part
okay.
in.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I'm hearing things properly.
Evening, Gatford.
Evening. I'm locked in my house. I wonder if you can come and help me.
By
Is
the
there
way,
a full moon tonight?
if we get any emails
Yep.
about the conversation we just had, I'm just going to delete them because I'm not staying after school to sort out anything, right? So I don't want any emails. Ollie, I suggest you leave immediately. So,
I'm 46 years old, Ian. I'm too old for this.
Mango Breeder says, Hitler cat, I'm offended by that. What? Deal with it. About 9 hours he's been missing. About 9 hours. 9 hours. No.
Oh, God,
no. That's a good one.
Oh, because like 9, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what have you got for us, Gatford, to hopefully calm the vibe a little bit?
Well, I thought I'd just check in and see how you guys are getting on generally.
Really
You know,
badly
'cause
tonight, yes.
Really badly tonight, yeah. Up till tonight, up till about, I don't know, about 8 o'clock. How were you doing?
Doing really well because we watched that beautiful in and of itself, and it's just made me question life and art and my role as a parent and what it is I hope to achieve. Oh, and it's given me the best idea ever for a show.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And this is genuinely a great idea for a show, right? Live show, when we're allowed back to do live shows, right? And it's going to be... right, this is honestly, you're going to laugh, Catherine, and go... So you'll go... oh, hang on. Could you just move your mouth for me, please?
No.
Go on, do it again. No.
I don't know.
Just catching up with that on the stream.
Ow! Give my nipples! So here's the idea for a show, right? And if anyone steals this, you will know. I didn't ask what you were, Katie. I don't think I said. Did I say the words, Katie? What are you? Did I say those words?
No, maybe psychically. I don't know.
Okay, maybe I did psychically. Right. So here's the show, Gatford.
Yep.
And you tell me, you're buying a ticket for this, right? You're not buying a ticket. You're on the guest list, Gatford, but you would pay for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, most likely, yeah.
Please don't make any noise while I'm doing this. You can have those afterwards, but this is genuinely important.
Go on.
It's called Hugs, right? And all I do is I come out, I sit on a blank stage, and I say, we've had one hell of a year. Who wants a hug?
Hell no.
And then people won't. To start with, people are like, whoa, this is freaky, man. And then I go, come on. And then I'll stand up and slowly, one by one, people will come and hug me. It'll be freaking amazing. And you would come to that, right, Gatford?
I don't often disagree with Catherine Boyle, but I'm afraid that is something.
Isn't it? And you're being the contrarian, because that's what you do. That's our relationship.
No.
I'm talking to her.
Oh, her. Right. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Sorry, I couldn't see.
No.
Because I think you're right. There would be
blind like
there'd be
beef.
silence.
Yeah.
There'd be silence. There'd be a little bit of natural tension.
Yeah.
And then one person would get up.
A weirdo.
And then everyone would. And it would be,
There will
you
be
got to do
weirdos.
it really.
There would be a queue.
Of
to the
weirdos.
stage.
You've got to do it
Perverts.
really soon after the lockdown, when we're allowed to do it, right? Because it will still be very ripe with us.
Maybe
And I'll tell a little bit of a COVID spreading event. We'll have had the vaccine, Gemma.
New variation.
We'll have had the vaccine, right? They call it the Lee virus, Lee virus. And people just come and hug, and that will be the show. And it would be. Did you ever see? I think you saw this, Catherine. There we go. Ian Lee fan number one, first in the queue.
Exactly what I said. Weirdos.
No, don't say that. Right. So, you've seen this, I'm sure, Catherine. The performance artist, I'm going to say she's Danish or Dutch or Finnish or something, right? And her performance is she sat at a table for 3 days, looked down, and then the performance was that then someone would come and sit opposite her and she'd look up and you just stare at each other.
Mm.
And after a couple of minutes, she looked down. You seen that?
Yeah.
And then what happened, Gatford, is
It's online, isn't it? Show.
I'm going to show them, right? I'm going to show them.
Oh, okay.
What happened is she looks down. One of her ex-partners, who's also an artist, and apparently they were very, very famous artists together, and they were together for a long, long time, then they fell out. They haven't spoken to each other since they fell out. She looked up, and he's sat there. Now, I'm not going to say any more. We're going to watch it, right? But
So what would happen in your scenario if, let's say, someone who was banned turned up?
I'd hug them.
Wow. Yeah. Powerful. I'm serious.
Yeah.
All right, I'm coming.
You're not invited. Sorry, no, sorry, it's going to say on the door. No naysayers. You naysayed. No.
I'm only
To be
coming
fair,
for the beef.
Cass just going to come and the non-hug line.
No, well, listen, the last live show we did in Cardiff, when COVID was around, and I said, I'm not touching anybody, right? She was hugging everybody. And I said, what are you doing? And you went, well, I'll be fine, I'll be fucking fine.
I never said that. I'm not that coarse.
I'll be fucking fine.
Liam Gallagher.
All right, girl, what are you hugging those twats for? You're going to catch the coronavirus.
I'm going in Discord to slag you off. Just my
In
opinion.
the chat, it's far more fun.
Just my
Yeah, we
Do it in
opinion.
the chat.
Oh, man.
Don't worry about it as well. I've posted a link to the Discord in Digital Spy, so don't worry about it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut you off
Okay,
now.
yeah.
Let's go and find the clip. It's Marina. We missed a call. Then we're going to find it's Marina Abramovich. Who's this? We missed this call. Let's get this call. Ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, bum.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, Ian. Kath, it's Stupot James.
Hello,
Hello,
Stupot.
Stupot.
Thanks for calling in, man.
No worries, man. I'm a big fan. I feel a little bit got at.
Why do you feel got at? Because all we're doing is defending. Defending is a strong word, a very small beat.
I know.
All we're doing is reacting to what you said.
Yes, which wasn't a criticism. It was an opinion.
But no. Now let me stop you there, because it was a criticism. Just because you say it wasn't a criticism, it was.
Well, I was saying it's an entertainment show. And
Yes,
just in
that was
a
flawed.
minute. Sorry, repeat that.
That is flawed. But saying it's not a criticism doesn't make it not a criticism. Listen, criticism is not necessarily bad. So it's not. Please don't think I'm using the C word in a bad way. But it is a criticism.
I would call it more an observation that first and foremost it's an entertainment platform, Twitch, and
That's
you
an
do
observation.
entertainment show.
That's an observation. But the bit you say,
Yes.
the bit you say that sometimes
Yes, just sometimes.
that is a criticism. We're arguing over semantics, but that is the definition of a criticism. But go on.
Yeah, I did point out, but I was talking about a minute number of cases out of many, many dozens, and it was simply...
For example?
Well, I'm sure, like you, Ian, I can't remember...
Well, then
the
it's not
details.
fair to say it. Then it's not fair to say it, because there are no examples.
Yeah, I know, but I can't remember what I did yesterday, as you sometimes say.
Well,
about
then
yourself,
don't.
Ian, let alone-
But then if you.
But at the time,
there's no
I can
example.
remember my opinion at the time. And at the time, just once or twice. And I was only pointing it out.
It
And at the
hasn't
end of the day,
happened.
It was a
But also,
discussion.
listen, you're only pointing it out, but I'm defending my life. I'm defending my art. I'm defending the thing. I'm
I
defending
know
my
what you're
integrity.
saying.
I'm defending the thing I'm building for my kids. It hasn't happened.
It was just I was just having a discussion with another group member about something he's got more insight to and he's going to remember better than me because he's a mod. I'm going by my gut
Not
feeling at the
necessarily.
time.
But it hasn't happened, Stu, and you don't seem to accept the possibility that the thing that you are suggesting has happened
Do you know
actually
what it was
hasn't
coming from?
happened.
Where it was coming from my position as a big fan and how I did say it was only once or twice, and it was my gut
Please stop saying,
feeling at the
unless you
time.
can come up with an example, please stop
No, I
saying it was
can't.
only once
It
or
was
twice.
just my-
Then
it was just my
stop
gut
saying it
feeling.
because it hasn't
I had the
happened.
gut feeling. I had the gut feeling. Once
Okay,
or
well,
twice.
gut
I think
feelings
that's-
ain't facts.
No, I didn't say at any point it was a fact. I said
No,
it
but
was
you
just
said
my-
it had happened.
My opinion. I
Yeah.
said it was my
No, but no.
opinion.
An opinion is not twice they kept people banned that should have been unbanned. That's
No,
not
I
an
didn't
opinion.
say
That's a
that.
lie.
I said I think no, it's not. That's unfair. I said I think once or twice that entertainment has perhaps
That's a
taken
lie.
priority.
That's a lie.
Perhaps
But it hasn't happened.
it was my at the end of it was coming from a position of a fan, and I understand some people have acted like dicks. And
Yeah, and they've been banned.
They deserve to be treated like dicks. Yeah,
Right.
I think
Please
my
don't
position-
say it's happened once or twice and then not provide us with evidence, because it hasn't happened.
I pointed out on the Discord, but I couldn't point to any specific.
And do you know why you
cases.
can't point to any specific examples?
Well, because it's hard to remember the content from
No,
previous
because it
shows
hasn't happened.
clearly.
It hasn't happened.
It was let me explain. It was coming from my position as a big fan and how gutted I would be. This is what started it. It was my opinion or my feeling that I would be gutted as a fan if I made a slip up in the chat, posted something quickly without thinking, and that ended up with me getting banned.
It
Yeah.
wouldn't.
Well, it could end up with you getting banned. But then you would write no, it could end up with you getting banned because we err on the side of caution to protect people, right?
I
So
know,
that could
but
end up with you getting banned. But you wouldn't stay banned because you wouldn't write an apology that was the N-word 35 times, which is what we've had.
no,
you wouldn't write an apology saying Ian is a C word, which is what we've had. You'd write an apology. You'd write an apology saying, "I'm really sorry, I messed up. Can I come back in?" And we would let you in, which is what we have done every single time.
Yeah.
What you are saying may have happened once or twice, has never happened. And yes, I do take that personally, because that implies that all of the years of mental health stuff and all of the stuff of being fair that we've created, we will push out of the window to get a laugh.
Hang on, but that judge segment is clearly
It's a fucking entertainment show, Stu. It's an entertainment show. But you're saying, no, it's not your main point. You're saying, no, it wasn't. Your main point was that we would push what was fair out of the window to get a laugh, and that is not true, and that really does upset me.
Well, I feel all it was meant to be was a discussion between me and another person, an exchange of opinions
in a public forum.
In a public forum, but I didn't think it was going to cause private mod chats. As soon as it was indicated that perhaps we should change the subject, I did.
But the mods can chat in the private mod chat. They've got a really shitty job and they don't get any money for it.
Oh, listen,
and they've got
pointed out what a good job
lot
they
of responsibilities.
do
They can chat in the mod. They can chat in the mod chat about whatever they want. All they did, all that was mentioned was, someone saying that the Judge Boyle section is unfair. And I take great.
That's an oversimplification.
No. It's not. It's what you said. It's what you said. You said it was unfair. You said, Stu, you're talking absolute nonsense. I don't
think I used the word unfair.
No. You don't have to. Stu, Jesus Christ, you're going to get a ban in a minute. It is what you said. You said, you didn't use the word unfair, but you said that twice people had been left unbanned for entertainment purposes. That would be unfair, and that is not what we do.
I feel just... Yeah, entertainment may have taken priority.
Stuart, you're not even listening to me. You're not even listening. No, you're not. What have I said?
Well, I've heard everything you said.
Repeat it back to me, because you're not listening.
I've heard you say that you take offence and you're defending your art.
No. What did I say about that section and about what you've accused us of? What did I say?
Of being unfair. I've listened to everything you said, Iain.
Okay, I'm going to say it against you because you've not got the salient point. The salient point is the thing that you raised about two people not being allowed back in for entertainment purposes did not happen. And you won't even begin to consider that maybe I'm telling the truth.
No, I'm not accusing you of lying for a moment. It's, at the end of the day, a light-hearted entertainment section.
Fucking hell, address the point I'm raising. Address the point I'm raising.
I'm prepared to admit I was wrong, Iain, if I am wrong. I'm not used to being embroiled in controversy, to be quite honest. I'm a big fan of the show, and I don't even all that often take part in the chat on the Twitch platform. I watch on the telly, and every now and then, I said that, I mentioned that on the Discord. I'm completely new to Discord. Never used it before, only registered today to take part in your group. I watch your show all the time, been listening to you for years.
But that doesn't, that's irrelevant. However long you've been listening is irrelevant. What you said about the show was not true. It's never happened.
You don't think that entertainment has ever taken priority in that segment?
No.
Okay, that's fair enough. I said to Pete, we can agree to...
Forget Pete. Pete's not here. You're talking to us.
Yes, but me and Pete agreed to disagree.
And Pete's not here. I don't care what happened between you and Pete. Yeah, you're talking to me.
Yeah, but I thought that would be the end of it, and it then got brought up on air because of the conversation.
Yes, because it's in our fucking Discord, and we saw it, and we're allowed to talk about stuff in there.
I know that, Iain.
My least favourite people, right, are those that say, I've been listening to you for years, and it turns out they think they get all of it, and they don't actually get it.
I do get it, Iain.
Well, you don't. You've just proven that you don't get it because you've totally misunderstood the whole ethos of the show. That we would ban people. We would ban people so she can do a one-liner.
No, I'm saying it's a light-hearted segment, and some of the people undoubtedly...
It isn't actually a light-hearted segment. Sometimes it's to flag up the fact that we get really unfair stuff through, and why we make light of it. Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. Can I just finish?
Absolutely.
While we make light of it, we are flagging up the fact that this is common. I don't read out half the things we get because I don't read out half the things we get because it's the same thing over and over again. I'm a fat slag. He's a puff. I'm a bitch. He's a C-bomb. We trim it down to either an example of a certain thing and someone not being sorry about it, or a misunderstanding, someone being sorry, or resolved. That's how we do it.
We had to go through it. We had to start going through it before the show because it was too upsetting.
Yeah.
The stuff that we were seeing.
I didn't know. Listen, I feel appalled that you get abuse.
But
like
that's not
that,
on you.
That's
not on you. But so then when someone says, there were two people that actually should have been unblocked, but they didn't just for a laugh.
I think it just comes from my feeling. If I slipped up, and I know what you're saying, if I just slipped up, I just worry about the really huge fan.
It wouldn't happy because it's a fair system.
Okay, if it's a fair system, maybe I've got the wrong end of the stick. Maybe I'll read too much into it. Maybe I've disagreed on one or two of the decisions and have felt
which you can't recount at the moment.
I think this is about you, Stu. I think this is about your fears that you're going to say something and get into trouble, and it's got absolutely nothing to do with anything that's been before.
No,
that's what I'm hearing.
I think I'd be gutted as a hardcore fan if I accidentally slipped up.
You can't accidentally slip up unless you back it up with "and you're a slag, Kath." You are gonna get unbanned. So if reasonable appeals always get, we have never read out a reasonable appeal and go, yeah, screw him. It's never happened.
Now, some have been close decisions, and perhaps I felt a little bit sorry. A little bit sorry for the hardcore fan that gets banned. But, some of them are tough decisions, aren't they? Some of them are tough decisions.
No, some of them are dead easy.
But some of them are tough. Most of them are dead. If someone's been a complete dick, I completely understand. Of course I completely understand. And most of them, absolutely, I overwhelmingly agree with the decisions on the overwhelming majority of them. I think once or twice, it's more a fact, I just thought, shit, I was in that person's position.
Yeah, it's about you.
I'd be a bit gutted.
Yeah, it's about you.
Maybe, yeah. But I'm just empathising with the hardcore fan that feels shut out in the cold because they've slipped up.
It doesn't happen.
No, but perhaps there are still people that are gutted to have been banned. Perhaps they didn't quite get their apology right.
You've not listened to anything we've said. Stu, I'm done, man.
The number of times we've given people the benefit of the doubt. In fact, it's become a catchphrase. Let's give them the B of the D. If there is a benefit of the doubt to be handed out, that's what we do.
Absolutely.
I think you're worrying about a hypothetical thing that you believe could happen to you, and it couldn't.
No, it wouldn't happen to me because I wouldn't be rude, abusive, or nasty. But you can. It is possible to make a comment that is taken the wrong way, or you rush into something.
Yeah, we always err on the side of caution. But then that's why we have the Judgment Day on a Friday, so that we can go back at it with a few days grace and look at it with cold, fresh, dead eyes. That's why we do that. And no one has been denied. No one has remained blocked for a laugh. Everyone that has remained blocked, we may have presented it in a funny way, but everyone that has remained blocked, everyone that has remained blocked has deserved to stay blocked.
Maybe the fact it's been presented in a comedic way has
that's what we've done for the last 20 fucking years.
But perhaps that does blur the line sometimes a little bit and make it
hard. For you it blurs the line. Yeah, it's not a real court. It's not Crown Court. We're going to do 30.
That's a bit patronising.
Yes, I'm patronising you because you're not taking anything in that we're fucking saying, Stu.
I've listened to you, LBC.
I couldn't give a shit. That's irrelevant. I don't owe you anything.
I get what you do.
You don't get it, Stu. You literally not got a section that we do an hour of every single week.
Well, I get that you do some behind-the-scenes work and you present it in a comedic way, but
okay, Stu, I'm bored, man. I'm going because this is killing my vibe.
Okay, well, I didn't mean to kick off any bad feeling or any beef at all.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was expressing an opinion.
Okay, Stu, we've got all that. We've got all that.
Just an opinion that empathise with the hardcore fan.
You're going around in circles. You're saying exactly the same point you made at the start, and you've not, which means you haven't accepted that anything that we've said might be a possibility.
No, I have.
You're empathising with people that don't exist, Stu. It's not
But
happened.
I've accepted everything you said. That's unfair, and
No,
I've
you
agreed
haven't.
with most of it.
No.
Okay. All right. Thanks for calling.
No worries, man.
I don't want any emails from people about that. I don't want any DMs from people about that. I don't want any tweets from people about that, because I will delete all of them. Right? I'm not responsible for you. We've come in with such a great vibe tonight, and it is just I don't know.
Donuts. Donuts.
So Maria Abramovich did.
Airspeed Live says it's rude to whisper. It's ruder to swear.
Where's Airspeed Live? Okay, I tell you what. Fuck off.
Oh my God.
Don't.
No. Right.
Don't, because I got a computer loaded with Takeshi Kitano movies, loaded with them, and I would like to go and watch them right now. So don't. We're gonna go and watch Beat Cop in a minute. So don't. All right. Right. So. Smith says, I've just deleted my Discord account. I can't be bothered with the playground kerfuffles. Then adds to the playground kerfuffles by coming and going, I've just ripped it up. I've just ripped it up.
Oh, well.
I've ripped it up. You could have just gone. You could have just watched this and gone, those fucking idiots. I'm out of here.
Donuts.
But you didn't. You had to come in and you had to make a thing.
This is not an airport. We don't need to hear about your departure. However, big scan. Well done for your arrival. I just subscribed at tier 1. Oh, the Savage Bees. How exciting.
Brown. I've spelled it wrong. Oh, she's got loads. This is it. This is it. Watch this one. So she does this thing where it goes on for days, where she sits at a table and she looks and she stares at people, and it can last for, I think it can last for as long as it lasts for. They tend to last for a few minutes. She has no idea who's going to come. Right? She has no idea who's going to be sat opposite her. And then at some point, to put it in context, it's her ex-partner. They were together for years. They were big figures in the art world. And she hasn't seen him since they split up years ago. And apparently it's quite acrimonious, the split. This is magic. Hugs is in no way derivative of this, because this would be in a theatre, not in a big space. So it's completely different. Hugs. So she looks down, she opens her eyes. Oh, it's good, yeah. Oh, look at that. She sat there. He's trying to blow her brain up with his evil
Yes.
brain.
Look at that furrow.
Oh. That's great. I love stuff like
They're
this.
trying to mind melt.
Yeah, he's trying to make her fall in love with him. I love stuff like this.
Oh, that's handy.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. And this is the fella. They've not seen each other for years. Most people there know who he is. Oh, I've got goosebumps. I like his look. I want to look like that.
You do look like that.
Okay. And look. It was all acrimonious, the split. And then look, something happens. Isn't it? Oh man. Next person comes in, on it goes. Isn't it? Then, sorry, I mentioned Maria Abramovich bow and arrow. I don't know that. What's that? What is this?
Oh, is that why they fell out?
What is this? Oh, this is him. This is him then, right?
I'm guessing. Oh my God.
This has got to be about trust and support.
Well, you and I trust each other, but we're both clumsy gets.
I would be the one holding the arrow.
God, no.
Who's knocking one out? My favourite piece of performance art, I love performance art. I think it's wonderful. I love the cheekiness of it.
Oh, look at this. Baroness Elsa saying, this is part of a series of statements they did on their relationship, performing the other. In a different one, they are nude, stand in a corridor, and gallery visitors have to walk between them.
My favourite thing, there was a festival a few years ago, and one of the acts was called... it was something like... I will film me falling over and send it to you.
Oh yeah.
And you had to text this woman, who was the artist. I don't know her name. She's Australian, I think. Tried to get her on the show, but it proved too difficult. I'll have a look, see if it's on here. And say, I would like you to send me a video of you falling over, please. Right? And she replied, okay. And the thing is, you don't know when you're going to get it. And it was about 3 months later, suddenly I got a message on my WhatsApp. I thought, what's this? And it's this weird video of this woman sort of walking. And then she just falls over. And I went, what? Oh, right. It was brilliant. What would I type in? I will send you a video of me falling over. Australian artist. This is a very specific. Let's have a little look. Australian artist falling over. What would you type?
I don't know, but I have seen it. You've
I showed
so
it. I haven't got it now.
exist.
I had it on my phone. I haven't got it now. I've got no idea where we would.
Hang on.
What we would type in to find that.
Performance art falling.
Australian. It's not softly falling.
It's not Angela Brown. That doesn't ring a bell, does it?
Can you say it in an Australian accent?
Angela Brown.
Could be. Could be.
No.
What would we type? Anyway. Yeah, Kaufman was a performance artist, but it was kind of billed as stand-up comedy because they didn't really know what to do with it. Performance artist. Well, it was London Festival. It was part of a festival in London that. Maybe she might not have been Australian, actually.
Oh my God.
Oh, God. Right, so there's a festival that... Performance Art Festival, right, London. And I know Richard Herring was part of it. So let's see if we can find that. Here we go. Right, here we go. Richard Herring to appear at Performance Art Festival. So this is, right, the Tempting Failure Festival. Here we go. We're going to find her. So what year was that? 2016, I think. Tempting Failure Festival. This is detective work. 2016. This is detective work. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this up on the big screen. Oh. Events 2016. Here we go. We want a picture of an Australian lady falling over. Oh, okay. But some of this is not TOS. And it's a statues, Willie, but you know. Oh, there's look at that.
I mean,
that's not performance art. It's a tortoise going up a fanny. My God. Are any of these? Do any of these look like someone? Oh my God! I mean, that's just outrageous. Oh my God! Oh, I'm glad I went to the main shop. My goodness. I'm looking for a picture of an Australian woman on the floor. Oh my God! This is filth. Awful. Rude. As my young maybe it was my eldest when he was young. If you told him off, he'd go rude like that. That's what I want to say about this. What's this? Vilo Omo. No. Come on. Oh, rude. What is that? What's she doing there? Shit. Yep. That's not performance.
Or birth. Was she doing
from a bumhole with a. Oh, that's good. Ooh, rude. Hang on. So I want to get the itinerary. Who played at this festival? I want to find this woman. Archive. No. Oh, this is nonsense. Why doesn't it just have... They're so up themselves. Okay, itinerary. Right, here we go. We're nearly there, guys. Tempting failure 2016 itinerary. There we go. That's just the picture. There's going to be the pictures again. Right, okay. That's the pictures again. That's just the pictures again. Okay. Bear with us, guys. This is going to be worth it. Oh, here we go. Oh, someone's found it. Ernst Fischer was there. Ernst Fischer was a lecturer at my college, and he was physical theatre, and everyone got nearly crippled because of him. Okay. Right. Now, which one of those... I don't know her name. Helena Goldwater. That rings a bell. No. Can't believe we're spending the whole night trying to find a performance artist. That fell over.
But it goes to show you the art was powerful because you're still thinking about it now.
Oh, it was one of them. It was one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. I dabble with performance art. I flirt with performance art from time to time. I love a bit of performance art. Let's take some calls. Let's take some calls. Let's take some calls, guys. Boom down down, boom down down, boom down down. Hello. Jesus. Hello.
There we go. That's better.
There we go. Hey, John.
How you doing?
All right. Thanks. What you got?
It was about some other stuff, but then you changed the subject to
There is no
performance
subject.
art.
There is no subject. It's about whatever
that's
you
Go
want it
to
to
what
be.
you wanted to talk about. It's fine.
Well, it was just you were talking about the negative things, and you started off on such good vibes and stuff like that, but then you saved it with that performance art thing, and I didn't even understand the background to that. The lady sitting in that chair with that table. I didn't understand the background at all, but I saw that happen, and the crying. I was just like, that's strong, isn't it?
It's powerful stuff, man. Powerful stuff.
Yeah, it really is. But you got me thinking about an artist that was introduced to me. I mean, the guy's dead now, but he was introduced to me through a lecturer who was a Renaissance artist. And I can't remember his name. It's really doing my head in. I've got to find it. But did a lot of like religious stuff and depicting religious, like saints and Virgin Mary and all that stuff. And it was really grotesque sort of things, really.
Love it.
Quite forward thinking. But I can't find his name. I mean, I can't remember what it was about 2 years ago. I'm gonna have to send you a message in Skype or something. If you
Send us a message. Do it. I want to know.
I mean, I can put it in the chat as well if I find the dude.
There we go. Thank you. Yeah, that'd be wicked. All right.
Sorry, dude. Anyway, mate, if that's all you got time for, I've not really got much else to say. But
okay, thank you very much. We got time for everything. But if you got nothing to say, then we crack on. Oh, let's try this.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Is that Ian and Catherine?
Yes, it is. By the way, Sinjin, controversy in the room tonight, and it's all because of you, Sinjin. It's all because of you. Hello, Vix.
Hello. Sorry, I called twice in a row after you'd had a 10th phone call, so I wasn't sure if I was like, if I should just leave it.
Call whenever you want. It's all good.
So I was actually, funnily enough, before you played the performance art stuff.
Yes.
So I wanted to know what kind of art you both like, because you've asked for people to send art, but mine's a little bit weird.
Oh.
It's not like it's nothing. It's nothing illegal or X-rated or anything, but it's a little bit weird, a little bit depressing.
Oh.
Do you like? So, if you could both tell me like what kind of art you like.
I like art that's
cool.
about this size because
I'm
it
not
fills
gonna,
the gap.
I'm not defining it. Send us you.
Well, hang on a second. Let me clarify. Not you, because that would. I don't want to open a box and you jump out.
You know what I'm saying? Send it. You shouldn't have to modify it for anyone else.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I don't want to send you something where you're like, oh, what's this?
But every night we do a show that people might go, oh, what's this? And that's fine. That's absolutely fine.
Okay, cool.
I'm still looking for this artist. I'm really sorry. It's become an obsession now.
That's all right.
To find this person's name. I don't know who it is. That's really going to annoy me. She was so magical. How you doing, Vix?
I'm okay today, thank you. Yeah, I'm not too bad. How are you guys?
You know, up and down. Was great. Now not so great. But that's the way it goes. Life. It's life. It's life.
I know. I wasn't going to kind of focus on that because I thought you might just want to move on.
We talk about whatever here, you know.
Yeah.
All right, Vix. Nice one. Thanks for calling.
No problems. Bye. Take
See you later.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone
Isn't that her?
number.
No, Johanna Bramley. Fallout. No, that's not it, is it?
Oh, it's so annoying.
Dive. That's not it, is it?
No. Come on, guys. Someone must know to what we refer. You said I've got the link to the Richard Herring thing. I got that, but it doesn't give us the name. And I cannot find. All right. So who? So Helena Goldwater. We've looked for her. Let's have a look. Helena Goldwater. No, that's with the sexuality that revolves inside and around her mouth.
Okay.
So that's. I don't know. We never. One day it'll just pop up. Tempting failure, falling. One day it'll just pop up. Okay. All right. Lou Roll says, you know what? If you ask Richard Herring, he'd probably tell you. I don't want to come across as being an arsehole, but how is he going to know everybody that was on the itinerary of that 2 or 3 day festival? My sister's saying Amy Sharrock. Amy Sharrock. Here she is.
Is that her?
Here she is. No, she lived in Australia. Let's have a look. 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 Let's have a little look. My sister knows her onions. Has she ever lived in Australia? UK sculptor. She used large-scale artwork, public places, swimming, walking, spectator movie. So she's been used by the Arts Council. Selected works: pause, swim, drift, seasons of falling, and invitations to fall. Sharrocks makes work about falling, exploring the trips and stumbles of everyday life. She not only focuses on the physical act of falling, also the conceptual framework, my big sister, around the experience and meaning of falling. She she created an invitation to fall on the King's Road. The work was an open invitation for participants to fall. This isn't the same thing. Now, this is going to sound controversial. I don't know if it's her. I don't know if it's her because it's not Amy Sharrocks. Have I got? Because we were. Have I got her phone number? Because we were messaging each other on WhatsApp. Oh, I know. I had it as "I will fall for you." I wonder if I. No. I'm boring myself now. I'm boring myself. No, I haven't got it. All right. I'm boring myself. These things happen. I bore myself sometimes. 0203 286 63. That camera's still going. Look, I need to get that charger sorted out, and we are in business, baby. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. We missed a couple of calls. McPaul.
Let's do this.
Caravaggio, thank you. Caravaggio was who we were talking about earlier with Char. Hello, Paul. Paul.
Paul.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Hello, Paul.
I still have a big old knot in my stomach from what was going on earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No progress?
Powerful stuff. That's all I'll say. Yeah.
Oh, the conversation that we had.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. How did it affect you as a viewer?
Well, I joined late. My apologies. I'm not getting alerts. I don't know why. I'm very upset with Twitch.
Okay, I'm upset with your watch. We start at 8. We started at 7:30 today.
I know.
Yeah. We just sat here. We were so buzzing. We thought, let's start the show.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Missed the alert. Anyway. So I kind of barged in halfway through, and this little whirlwind just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and it was what as I say, highly engaging.
Yeah.
Energetically engaging.
Mr. Wrigley says, "Why bring it up again? Why deny it happened?" You know, that's if you know anything about this show, it's about honesty, and it happened, and
we talk stuff out.
We can talk stuff out, you know, and it was traumatic with a very, very small T for us, and I imagine, and I often forget the impact it can have on the people that are watching it. So it's interesting to get feedback.
I mean, it's interesting. Sat there as a passive observer, didn't really understand entirely what was going on. And just witnessing the pitch rise.
Yeah.
I know that this is there are aspects of theatre and whatnot, but particularly the caller, desperate to remain righteous in his own thoughts, which is in and of itself fine, but.
Let's just be cool, because I don't want, and I know that you are one of the people that will automatically tread very, very carefully, but I'm also aware that the emotions are heightened, and I don't want anybody, particularly the caller or anyone else, to think, and I know that you wouldn't, Paul, so please don't, but I'm just clarifying for those that don't know that you wouldn't. Maybe let's not talk about the caller, because I don't think that's necessarily fair.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it just
No, Moomin. No. Not move on. No, not move on. Very specific about what I said. So, no, not move on. We can talk. I'm happy to talk about it, but I would rather that we talked about me and Catherine and you, Paul, as opposed to the caller.
Mm-hmm. My apologies for that.
I know that you were out of everyone. Would tread incredibly carefully anyway, and I feel slightly embarrassed saying it to you, but I'm also saying it for other people as well,
that's
for their benefit.
Yeah. Of the need to be right is well, again, it's fertile ground for upset and stuff. And initially, after that discourse, I wanted to just call in and invite everyone to take an extended breath.
Oh, yes.
Then you played that glorious video. I've seen it before, but I mean, my eyes leaked nonetheless. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. That was the perfect counterbalance. So,
isn't it funny how we all read our own stuff into... We don't know what happened between those two, but we all put our own interpretation into what those looks meant.
We've all broken up with people. We've all had arguments with people we love. We've all had relationships that some have ended great and some have ended terribly.
We've all got unresolved stuff, and that's what I think
and also
many people have been on it.
You can't help but think, well, what how would I feel if I was sat there and a girlfriend from 20 years ago came and sat opposite me and I hadn't seen them for 20 years? What would go through your mind? It's magic.
Yeah.
Big Chimney, if you want context, go and watch the video, because we're not having it. I'm just seeing if there's a book about it. Lots of people saying that she took over Sky Arts for one evening. And a row of it. Here we go. Oh, Walk Through Walls, a memoir. Hello. Hello. Please, come to me. Come to me.
Talking of walking through walls.
He's good.
Are any of you following WandaVision?
Yes.
Disney? Are you enjoying it?
Yes. I'm not raving at this point. A lot of people are. It took me quite a few to start to relax and let it happen, because at first you're watching it thinking, but what is this? I mean, the first one, I was thinking, do I want to watch another one? It can't be just this, can it? Was my attitude towards it. But I think maybe others, if you haven't read all, because I know there's loads of stuff, I haven't read any spoilers or anything.
If any spoilers pop up in the chat, insta-ban.
So if you haven't, I don't know whether you would persist after the first one, but there was enough in it to make me curious rather than a switch off.
There is a guy who has his own YouTube channel, millions, I think at least 3-point-something million subscribers to his channel. His name's Charlie Schneider, and he is everything about the Marvel universe. And does he do Star Wars? Yeah, he does Star Wars. He does everything. I would strongly recommend checking his channel out. It's called Emergency Awesome, but retrospectively, because it gives you a lot of depth and insight, and he's all over all of the stuff that you've missed, the visual cues, the Easter, that he is an encyclopedia of wisdom and stuff. It's quite, but retrospectively, because he knows the craft so well that he kind of told me the entire story of Wonder Woman 1984 before I ever saw the film, and I sat and watched the film. Okay, yeah, he was right about that. Oh, he was right about that, and he was right about that as well.
Okay, I'll watch it after I've seen it. But yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, Emergency Awesome.
Emergency Awesome.
Yes.
Right. Noted. Actually noted.
Very good.
Thank you.
I'm going to leave you to it now.
Thank you.
Thank you. You can't see us. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Oh, there you are. Oh, my God. Hello.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. 0203 286 637. I got a message from my kids. I didn't look at. I've just ordered her biography, a book where she is interviewed by a psychoanalyst, and a documentary about her. I'm going in deep.
You are flipping out.
Well, because I feel rubbish, so that will help me feel better, right? That's okay. Can I help? You should be asleep, actually, anyway, young man. What's this? I think there's a message.
Also, Daddy, the reason I said donuts in chat is because because when you get a sub, I think it is, it's sub or follow, I'm pretty sure it's sub. Florence says.
Oh, okay. Okay, we gave away a lot of information. Very sinister music playing in the background.
Very gosh.
This whole show is going to be taken down. Matty, are you in the chat? Can you cut that bit out? You can cut that bit out, can't you? Thank you, Matty. Let's talk about vibes.
Yeah.
Because it comes and goes. We are in, please, don't anyone read anything into this about themselves, because it's not all right. Thank you, Matty. Do you want me to cut that bit out, or can you cut that bit out? So don't anyone read anything into it. You can do it. Thank you, mate. It's one of those nights. The first bit I showed private chat on the screen. So anyway, isn't it funny how vibe? Listen, my emotions at the moment are are unreliable with coming off of these pills and this akathisia. Is that what I've got? Akathisia?
No.
I wrote it down because I always get the wrong word.
It might be actually.
It's akathisia because I was saying the wrong.
Nisha, you were saying.
Yeah,
Akathisia.
Akathisia. Well, you'd say amnesia. Akathisia.
Yeah.
So my emotions are all over the place, coming off of these pills at the moment. And I'm doing it with the guidance of my doctor, and I'm doing it because it's my body and it's up to me what I do with my body. So thank you very much indeed. Antidepressants. And so my emotions are a bit all over the place. I'm also I'm a little bit nervous about things going back to normal.
I am.
I'm nervous about lockdown being lifted. I'm looking forward to... Did you just stop or lower doses? Gradual? Fuck off. You think... Fuck off. Come on, man. Moomin. Jeez. I just flushed him down the toilet. I just thought I'd flush him down the toilet. Come on. And the thought of... I quite like lockdown. I prefer it this way. I prefer it when it goes back to normal, but this is where my head is at, I prefer it this way.
Yeah, I get what you mean. We've kind of had to take control of our immediate surroundings, and it's going to be really hard to relinquish that.
Andrea says, trouble is, benzos are a good short-term help, Iain, but not for someone with past addiction. What are you talking about? What? Benzos? What are you talking about? Does anyone know what anyone is talking about? Who mentioned benzos? Hello?
Hiya. You just mentioned COVID lockdown restrictions being lifted and things like that. So I struggle with online school quite a lot because I've got some visual memory stuff. So looking at the screen, getting it down the page, it can be a struggle.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to get back to school because you can see all your friends and stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like when we go back to school, it's just gonna all go downhill again. We just I know people are getting the vaccines now. My mum and my dad have both had it, so yeah.
So when you say you're worried it will all go downhill again, what do you mean?
Just kids going into school, spreading it around.
Oh, okay.
It starts going up again. Stuff.
It does feel, from a personal point of view, as a dad, does feel 2 weeks' time does feel a little bit soon. And also without all of the school staff being vaccinated, that isn't great. Yeah. Of course, if one kid comes in from family A, then child from family B can get it and then take it home. So there's all that. It feels to me a little bit soon. And
it feels rushed.
It does feel rushed, and it would make more sense. I would suggest. Rushed, really. Sorry, say that again.
I feel like all the government's really done is rushed throughout the whole thing.
They've got blood on their hands. He's doing his best. His best's not good enough. We deserve better. They've got blood on their hands.
Yeah, they do. I mean, 3 weeks lockdown, as if that was going to do anything. They need to make it serious. Places like New Zealand, they did a full-on lockdown.
Well.
Everything, they've had 25 cases or something like that, ever. And they're already back, at concerts and stuff with thousands of people.
New Zealand have done it beautifully, but we never will. There are people in the Conservative Party, Steve Baker, who I've met and who I've spoken on the phone to, and is a horrible, horrible human being. He wants you back at school before Christmas last year. That's when he wanted you back at school, because they are safe because they live in lovely big houses and are completely protected, and they are losing money as a result of you not being at school, which means that your parents can't go out to work, which means that the business is losing lots of money. So people like Steve Baker and Iain Duncan
I understand
Smith,
things about the economy and how that works and everything, how we do have to get back to living.
Yeah.
But
safely.
It felt quite rushed. They should have just done something at the beginning and like made it a big thing instead of just coming in and out of lockdown.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think you guys, you young people, are being used as kind of guinea pigs, and I'm really sorry that our country is treating you like that. You deserve better.
Thanks.
You're welcome. It will be all right. It will be all right in the end. But I think we've got quite a bit more shit to get through before we get to the other side.
Yeah, that's very true.
Thanks for sharing that. I hope if you want to give us a call again, you'd be very welcome. And I've got my fingers crossed for you and all of your peers and all young people. And I think that this has been handled. Young people getting a lot of stick for not following rules and all of that. I think everyone.
I'm sure, like we are teenagers. We go out. We see our friends. They have to deal with that. But we also are super spreaders.
Yeah.
Also, people not realizing they can be asymptomatic and going and doing things anyway during lockdown, just because they don't have symptoms.
Yeah.
That was
also you've had mixed messages. Let's not pretend that we haven't had a lot of the particularly right-leaning newspapers saying that there's been a big overreaction and actually it's just quote unquote old people and ill people who are at risk. So, you know, for some people it's not their own assumption, it's something that they've been fed, that if you're a young person it's probably not going to happen to you. You know, the message that you might spread it to someone else hasn't been quite so strong.
It's because the government didn't really tell anyone, the kids. People our age don't think they can get affected by it that much. But
they were still sending you to school.
We can still carry it and spread it, but we won't die from it exactly unless we have an underlying health condition. But that's with any age, really, even old people. So.
I think the majority of young people that I've seen and read about have handled this with dignity and with aplomb, and I just hope that you all feel this. I think that young people, and by young people I mean kind of like between let's say 6 and 20, I got a feeling that people between 6 and 20 over the next 10, 15, 20 years are going to possibly develop kind of mental health issues and psychological problems that we can't even begin to imagine what they might be. Or we can try, but just keep an eye on it. For the next, just keep an eye on your mental health for the next 10, 15 years.
I'll try.
Nice one, man. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it. I think there's going to be real issues with intimacy, both physical and emotional, with young people as they go into relationships and marriages and things like that. I think there's going to be real problems with intimacy. I suspect that I'm guessing, right? But I suspect that one of the side effects that will come from the young people is an inability or a difficulty to maintain long-term relationships.
Donuts.
Possibly,
I don't know. I mean, there are people cleverer than me looking at what may or may not happen.
I've noticed that a lot of the people pushing their babies around that got me thinking about how much of those first couple of years are about them being able to read people's faces and being able to mirror what they're seeing, and they're seeing their parents. A lot of them have never met their grandparents yet. You know, they've not met those wider family members and seen, they were being marched around shops, all these people with masks on. I think that there's going to be a lot more of a hangover than we realise.
Hello.
Hello there, Ian and Catherine.
It's Alistair. Reflective.
Interesting show.
Something, isn't it?
Yeah, and one of the things I meant to say, I watched Bliss this morning.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not saying I quite got everything about it.
No.
Interesting, I thought, but I think it was kind of maybe an allegory of addiction, but then it wasn't as simple as that. It was about other things as well. But one of the things that I kind of thought about it is, cognitive dissonance, where you kind of think, well, if I was in that other situation over there that those people have, then I'll be absolutely fine. You know, the idea the grass is always greener on the other side.
Yeah.
And then I thought beyond that, and I thought, well, actually no, because I'll be the same person here and I will be the same person there. And that doesn't mean, and that is probably that I will have the same kinds of issues over there as I do here. Is that too complex?
Catherine?
Too complicated?
What meaning? Without, because we don't want to spoil it for people, because it's still something that people are getting around to watching. But you mean in the sort of different people's different realities?
Yeah, it's like saying just a basic thing, right? Money. If I had no money worries at all, I'd plenty of money in the bank, and I'd have enough money to rest the rest of my life, and I didn't have to worry anymore about money, then I would be absolutely fine.
Mm.
I mean, that's just too simplistic, isn't it? Because anything like money or an environmental change doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be happy. It just means that it might give you a new set of problems or a new situation.
Yeah, that whole idea of wherever you go, you have to take yourself. It's not about necessarily surroundings.
Exactly.
It's you being able to live with yourself.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So I just thought when I was watching the movie and then reflecting afterwards, I wondered whether or not that there's something of that in it.
No.
And certainly in me as well.
I don't know.
Friday night. Click says, from this skirting around, it sounds like Bliss is better than the Matrix retread the trailer made it look like. Yeah, they've sold it wrong. It's not
that.
It's
not a sci-fi movie. It's not sci-fi.
No, it's not really. No, it's interesting. Good performances from the two main characters.
Yeah, those two are great. And look at the kids. The young woman in her 30s. Great as well, the kids. Alistair, listen, we're going to go because this could be dangerous. But I see some people in the Discord.
Uh-oh.
So I'm just going to grab. Okay, I'm hovering here. Hello. Hello there. They hung up. Wow. They hung up. Let's try. Hello.
Yo. Oh, wait, you're Ian. Okay. Yeah. I was just on the phone to you actually.
You're on the show.
Yeah, just like 5 seconds ago.
Yeah. Well, now turn the Twitch stream off.
Yeah, sorry. It was on. I don't really know what else to talk about now.
Okay, well, you haven't talked about anything yet, so I mean, come on.
Well, I just spoke about COVID over the phone.
Oh, that was you.
It affects schools. And
my God, I didn't recognise you.
Yeah.
You sound very different in crystal clear quality.
That funny.
Yeah, I've got a better microphone
Right.
for my computer.
In that case, we'll say goodbye to you.
Well, have a great day.
Thank you very much. Nice to talk to you,
stream.
Nice to talk to you. There we go. I didn't recognise.
No, I didn't either.
The battery pack has died on that camera, so that's good. That means we get about an hour and a half out of that battery pack. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I bought a battery, like a fake battery that you can plug in for it. But I need to get a longer USB.
Here comes Sinjin.
Where comes Sinjin?
Here. Why here? Hey, Sinjino.
Sinjino.
Oh, no. You guys have said my name right so often.
Sinjino. Hey, it's Sinjin. We got a great guy here from the East Coast, all the way from Los Angeles, California. Please, would you welcome let's give a big Philly style welcome. Get those hoagies ready. Get those hoagies. Wait those hoagies high in the air. Get your hoagies ready.
Hoagies?
Get your hoagies. It's what you guys might call a sup. In Philly, we call it a hoagie. Wave your hoagies in the air.
Why are we waving
all the
them?
way from the East Coast of Los Angeles, California. Sinjino, tell us
we
about
need
this.
to do
You
like
got
a
this great thing about
geography
you twitching
test.
on stream.
I think we need to do a geography test if you think that California is on the East Coast.
Doesn't matter. No one cares about your stupid country.
Well, that's what I was going to
Your
ask
country
about,
is for
because apparently
dicks.
you guys do care a lot about at least where I'm from.
Your
over
country
there.
is for dicks and idiots, and no one likes
Okay.
you.
All right. Well, rude, first of all.
Rude.
And hurtful.
Oh, look.
How are you, Sinjin?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right.
Good. Good. I had questions. I had two questions
Go
in
on.
particular. Why do you guys put up with Colin the Caterpillar? It's nightmare fuel. I don't like it.
Shut your face.
The cake.
Yeah.
Is he talking about the cake?
Yeah, he's abusing Colin.
I'm
Colin
not
is the
abusing it.
cornerstone of the Great British Birthday, and we will not hear your
Forgot
nonsense.
a birthday cake? You get a Colin.
Exactly.
How
My sister
often do you
requests
guys
a
get 'em?
Colin. She's 39, 40.
Still?
Yeah, she loves a
Everybody
Colin.
was saying that it was like a 90s thing. And I thought it
Oh.
just died off, but
No,
apparently
no. Still
it's
going.
still living.
That one
There
you
should be
showed
a
a picture
cockroach
of
at
was
this
what was the revamped one. They used to be better. They used to have rounder faces. Now it's got like a sort of cheeky face.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it.
Well, you got to taste it
Well,
with
true.
your mouth rather than your face.
True.
than your
I do
eyes.
need to taste it with my mouth.
Honestly, you will have a Colin.
I will
While
have
there
a-
is breath in my body, you will eat a Colin, and you will
I'm
like
so
it.
excited to try so many foods over there. I want to get skips in my mouth again. Oh, I love skips. They're my favorite thing. The way that they like melted in my mouth, I loved it.
That's the thing about skips. They're not in your mouth very long, are they?
They're not. Not many things are. Did you guys? Okay, this is the other question I had.
Go on.
There's a thing over there called Maryland cookies.
Yeah.
Why do you guys call them cookies and not biscuits? I'm getting
But they're
confused
pretending
now.
to be American because for a while people thought America was cool because we'd all seen the freaking A-Team. Now we realise it's full of bell ends, and it's too late to change. You call it Maryland biscuits.
You call it
Piscuits.
Maryland?
I call it Piscuit.
Wow.
I
A lot of biscuit-based rage over there.
call it a Piscuit.
There is. I don't know why he's so angry at me today.
I'm not angry. I love you, mate. I love you, but just that the show has collapsed. The show has collapsed, all because of Discord, and Discord was your
That's
your
true.
idea.
That is me. That's on me.
Big
I'll
argument
take
about
the fault for
Discord.
that.
Would you say? Sorry, I'm just going through my emails now.
That's fine.
That's how impressed I am with the show.
I know
tonight.
you're not like super into this conversation, so
Would you say that any conversation that happens in Discord is material for the show? Has the potential to be material for the show?
to be like shown on Discord, like to be talked about on Discord. I
To
guess.
be talked to any conversation that happens in Discord in our stream could potentially be used for the show.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's just like common knowledge. Like it's your Discord, so you do with it what you want. You know.
Thank you for your help.
If people
It's
don't
been-
know, then just look at the rules and welcome thing in the Discord. Please, people, read that. Please.
Wow.
That's all I want to say.
Have
Don't
you ever
DM
punched
people.
anyone?
Have I ever punched someone?
Yeah.
Yes, I actually did. I got a boxer's fracture on this hand when I was in middle school.
What happened?
I got into a fight. This kid was like a bully, and I'm not like a super aggressive person normally. But he was a bully, and he stole like my favorite pen, and I reached over to get it, and he slapped me in the face, and I just started flipping desks and just going at him.
Oh,
So
he unleashed the beast.
he did. It was not a good time for him.
I slapped a kid at school as well. Similar thing. It was a build-up of a lot of stuff every day. And then one day he shoved me in the dinner queue, and he
Is that a
got-
euphemism?
He got what was coming.
How's your dinner queue these days?
Peaceful. Unmolested.
And for dessert, it's chocolate pudding. You can leave any time you want. You do know that, don't you? Just make sure you get permission from me first.
Oh, I'm so excited to meet you guys soon. I know we're talking about like how COVID's not going to end and anytime soon and everything like
Next
that,
year.
but I feel
It'll
like
be- I'm not flying until next year.
that's fine. I'll
Yeah.
fly to you then.
Well, as long as you've had your vaccine.
That's fine. I
Have your
that.
vaccine, you can come over. I'm not going to get on an airplane until next year unless I get a really well-paid job, which isn't happening. Because let's just be honest, no one is banging on my door doing jobs.
I can bang on your door. I don't have money to pay you, but I can bang on your door.
You are welcome. You and your partner are welcome to come and stay here in the haunted room any time you want. How do you do a stream, Sinjin, when you don't feel like it?
Just know that all these people are here for you. Like a lot of it is pushing through because other people are here to support you. Like I know every single day that I go live, I have like a mini anxiety attack that like it's not worth it, or like I don't, not that it's not worth it, but it's just like scary to do, and that like I'm not in like the best mental state to do it. And I think friends is like a very big portion of it. Other than that, like, I mean, for me and you and for Kath, it's like our livelihood too, as well.
Yeah.
So like that's unfortunately and fortunately like a pushing factor. Like we have to do it at some point. And I think there's definitely been times where like I've started off and it's been like a low time. And then when you get in like kind of like the vibe of like being here and everybody's hi and everybody's like saying hi and being so supportive and things like that, it definitely helps. And you guys are so real with your emotions that it helps too. So I think that's one of the reasons that people connect with you guys so much and they love being here and coming here like time to time.
I could have been, this is going to sound really wanky, but this is true. I remember years and years ago when I started on the telly, I had lots of meetings with people at Channel 4, and I remember the head of Channel 4 saying to me, you're going to be the next Graham Norton. And this was Graham Norton, who was big, and he just left Channel 4 and was heading to, or I don't know if he'd left them, but anyway. And there are many, many reasons why my career was never on TV, was never quite. But one of them is because I can't hide my emotions. You know, if I'm feeling shit, I can't go out and go, okay, all right, well, welcome to the X Factor, and tonight we've got some really great stuff for you. I would go out and go, well, this is shit. This sucks, man. Jeez. And that's been part of my, that's why I'm not rich. That's why I'm not rich. And I'm using the term rich as it's in a slightly flippant way, but I'd love to be rich. Who wouldn't? And that's partly why. Then there are a lot more reasons. It's a lot more complicated and nuanced than that. But that's partly why I'm not a big TV star. When for a moment, for a tiny moment, I could have been. If I'd have kept my head down, if I hadn't taken so many drugs, if I'd have kept my head down, got on with what I'd said yes to a lot more things, there is a chance that I would be a big star.
But then me and you wouldn't be friends. So everything happens for a reason. Like, things suck for sure. Like, you can't control everything. Everything's hindsight is 2020. Like, I think that it's much more valuable in the long term that you're in tune with your emotions and you show them than to like act like everything is okay. Like, there's people, I see it every single time that I'm in here. There's people that love how in tune you guys are with your emotions and like that you're open about how you feel. Nobody wants to just tune in and see somebody that's like happy all the time and doesn't have any problems because they don't relate to that. We all have problems. We're all going through stuff. It's okay to go through stuff. It's okay to not be okay, Ian.
You got me with that. Then we wouldn't be friends line. You got me with that. You got me. Hang on. You can't see us. You can't. Hang on.
I can't see you. I'm looking at your Twitch though. I'm watching you on Twitch.
Why can't you see us on Skype? You should be able to see us on Skype. Anyway, you got.
I think it's because you're in Discord.
Oh, that'll be it. Yeah. You got me with that. You got me with that line. That line got me.
It's okay, but we wouldn't be friends. And I love you guys. You guys.
I love you too, man. Genuinely. And next year, I mean, you come over here whenever you've had the injection. But I'm not going to fly until next year. And we're talking about doing 10 days, 2 weeks, working holiday, and coming out and seeing all of our friends and doing some kind of cross streaming streams.
Yeah, just hanging out in general with you guys would be a blast. So.
Nice one, man. All right, nice to see you, Sinjin.
All right.
Are you going to say
love
something?
you both.
I enjoyed a little flash of your Jaxie earlier on.
TOS.
My Jaxie is always on screen. I'm sorry. It's very dangerous, but I'm glad that you guys let me on with my Jaxie out like that.
TOS. Thank you very much indeed. We've got a voice message from an unknown, so we'll turn the volume down just in case. Okay, yeah, I was right to turn the volume down there. It was a knob. It was a knob. Okay. We got Matt Hayes. Would like to get in. Oh, I missed this, Matt. This was, it's 20 minutes. It was 18 minutes ago. I thought it was ages ago. I thought it was ages ago.
Hello, Matt.
Hello, how are you two?
Hey, we're all right.
Hey, Matt.
Hi.
When you realised some bald men handle it with you look great, right?
Thank you.
Handle it with aplomb and with style, right? But I'm guessing you started going bald quite young.
Yeah.
What
20. Go ahead.
No, it's 20 something. what was that like? Because bald men are a joke, right? It's a joke. Baldy, you know, it's a joke, right? We like to joke about these things. I've got a friend of mine, Simon, went bald, or started going bald around about sort of 16, 17, 18. And it was completely bald from his 20s onwards. And I just wondered what that was like and how you dealt with it. And did you just accept it and go, oh, here we go? Or was there resistance? And I'm really sorry to bring this up. It's just something that's been on my mind in general, not about you specifically. And I'm just thinking, you're looking hot, right? You're looking hot. And you're carrying, you've got style and you've got grace. And I just wondered, what was the transition to that style and grace? Did it come easy, or was it a torturous journey for you?
That is actually a very good question, and I don't mind answering it at all.
Thank you.
So I started losing my hair when I'm trying to figure out the math, so probably mid-20s.
Right.
When I was living in Cleveland, where I'm originally from, my hairstylist, I used to have really big hair when I was in high school. Very spiky, had a lot of gel on it, completely different than what I look like now. So that was actually, I'm trying to pull up a photo of that to show you. That was actually kind of part of my identity when I was growing up. So going through that process was difficult. And to be honest, I was really in denial. And it was at one point where the gentleman who was cutting my hair said, look, I can only do so much to hide it.
Wow.
It's just kind of, I'm doing what I can, but there's a point where you just have to let it go. I don't know if this is going to show up that well on here, but this was me. The lighting kind of it sucks.
Can you tilt it forward from the top a bit? That might help us. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes, I can
You're
see
looking.
it.
You're looking like a Danny Zuko. There we go. That's it.
Oh my, yeah. That's
Isn't that incredible?
That's a lot of hair.
That's an album cover, by the way, of like a Glenn Medeiros style artist. Still Missing You by Matt Hayes.
The other photo I was going to show you was right when it was really starting to kick in and I was really in denial. Speaking of the album cover joke that you made.
And just hold it and it'll come in a second. Here we go.
Yeah, once it zooms on in. This is when I was I moved to LA.
Just bring it down.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right,
there we go. There we go. Yeah.
See,
yeah.
Total denial. Trying to be cool with the guitar, but
I'm loving the sideburns.
Yeah, that was the only thing that was still growing at that point.
Yep.
And then at one point I just went, you know what? I was paying $20-something to get it cut, and it made no sense anymore. So I just bought clippers and started cutting it. And it did take a little while to kind of get used to it and then kind of accept it. It was definitely a process because it was such a part of my identity. Now, I mean, it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. And, I have also, if I'm being very blunt and honest, a lot of the work I've had to go through was that when I was younger, I was just a real dick and my ego was really big. So when I look at photos.
Me too. Nice to meet you.
Hey. So when I look at photos of, hang on, I have to start this. I can't see you guys.
You can't see us because we've got, hang on, let me come out of.
I was going to start this.
It's because we've got Discord on that you can't see us in there, but I can come out of Discord. You carry on talking and I'll make it so you can see us.
So, yeah, I when I look at photos now of when I was in the past, I just see such a different person, and I can see the ego, and I can see not being me trying way too hard. So in a way, there's an identity shift of seeing those photos of Matt with the crazy big hair. Oh, yeah, there you are. Nice to see you. Versus now. So in a way, it's not only was it an acceptance of just what was, it was also an appreciation of what I became. It was part of my evolution and just evolving to what it is. So to which then I just kind of accepted it, and it's nice. I did miss stuff. Last year, I did run into my old hair guy who I had not seen in probably 10 years. And it was a bit of a shock because I hadn't seen him in 10 years. I used to see him, every 2 to 3 weeks or a month or whatever it was. And he knew my life story, and so much had changed since the last time I saw him. It was as if I had seen an old friend that I hadn't seen in years. That was a bit of a shock to realize how much I said, the last time I saw you, I just moved to LA. So much of my life had changed in that time. I was a completely different person. That was a bit surreal where it really stood out when I ran into him.
It's funny, isn't it? It's a joke. But I imagine that actually for many men it's traumatic.
Yeah, because it's a
transition. It's a punchline. When I say it's a punchline, and it must be. I'm sure some men just accept it and think, oh, it's fine.
Right.
Okay, I had a good run of it,
Meanwhile, actually, as a woman, I don't think it's what it used to be. I was watching a
No,
show. I was
no.
watching a film the other day with Jimmy Stewart in it, and he had a very obvious wig on. And I did some research, and apparently he started wearing a wig long before he needed to because his hairline was quite high. It was Bell Book and Candle, which I always remembered as a kid being like this super stylish film. You know, it's beautiful. But I watched this film and I couldn't get over this kind of shower cap thing he had on. It was quite obvious, right? And obviously, like, hairpiece technology has moved on. Ted Danson's hair in what's it called, The Good Place. We were trying to work that out for such a long time. That's so well done. I'm guessing he's got hair remaining at the front, and he's got a thing in there that because you can see his kind of the front of his hair. Yeah. But people like Vin Diesel, people like Jason Statham, there are loads of like male leads now who obviously haven't got hair, and they're still deemed highly attractive. So it's not like in the 70s and the 80s when people were still trying to make out that they had loads of hair, is what I'm saying. I don't think it's what it was, but I can imagine if it's your head you're talking about. And I have a close friend who is battling this at the moment, and he's tried everything. And at some point he's going to have to come around to the idea that it's not going to happen. But he's not quite there yet. And I get it. I completely understand why he would feel like that. Although I think he's a really attractive bloke, and I just wish he would see that rather than the problem, because it needn't be that huge.
Right. I will be honest, every once in a while, I was talking about this with someone a couple of weeks ago. Every once in a while, I will have, especially over the last couple of weeks as I've been playing with the new Clubhouse app, every once in a while, I will see the panel, and it's always good-looking, tall, skinny white men with big hair with the right background. That's where every once in a while it does kind of bug me a little bit, where I go, I don't look like that. That is what you see in this space of whatever this conversation is, of his business stuff or whatever. That's just kind of that stereotype of that entrepreneur, that thing, that image, that avatar. Mm-hmm. That every once in a while, that will bug me a little bit. But I know, though, that doesn't matter as much. And the having this look compared to that can make me stand out and be distinct in that way. And it's just a matter of having to realize that. And honestly, in all seriousness, when it's all said and done, it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't.
I'm finding. By the way, can we get a shout out for MZ, please, in the chat, please? I'm going to get my PP out for MZ in a bit, and Catherine's going to get her put-dandans out. So let's have it later. I am fascinated by Nick Cage and his hair.
Yeah, I wish
in the movies. And it's.
I can't watch those movies because I watch his hair.
Oh yeah, I mean, I watched quite a few Nicolas Cage films the other day just for the sake of it, and every time it was just so different and so strange and so peculiar, and you do think, come on, man,
we all know.
We know. I don't think any less of you.
Ditto Travolta.
Well, Travolta's done it now. He's
finally, but we've all known it for years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's something with that. I was chatting with a friend of mine a couple of weeks ago. I asked about women and makeup, about how as I've been watching a lot of, for some reason, YouTube's been sending me down a rabbit hole of watching old news clips from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And you see this transition, especially with influencers and makeup and tutorials and all. And when you look at the styles of makeup and how that has evolved, and apparently there's a couple Netflix documentaries I need to watch about this. But I wonder if there's something with that with hair as well, where it used to be just a very simple, this is what it was. There was only a couple styles. This is what it was. But then where did this culture kind of come from, where it was a thing and it was so embedded in people, and they use it as a way to define themselves more, that almost as a way to hide who they truly are, maybe in some cases, or it was just an element of personality or something they love. Both makeup and hair. I wonder what that transition was
that
like.
And fashion, it's all a way of expressing something further. You're sending a signal out to the world, but it depends.
Third time lucky, Amy. Third time lucky. I'm watching you.
What your motive might be, you know. Some people, you know that what they're wearing is kind of a costume, and that inside they're not as outrageous as this kind of thing that they're putting on. I get that, you know. Some people you meet heavily tattooed, they look tough and everything, but actually they're pussycats. It's all kind of part of the armor, and that's groovy. We all use clothes and we're animals. We use signals for different things. But it is fascinating how now, you know, it's now.
Brown cow.
You get more men having a little go in the dressing up box, and
Yeah,
I'm all
yeah,
for that.
yeah.
You know, before it was frowned upon. It was like, what are you doing that for? It was a provocative act. Now less so. You know, it still is. It still does make you stand apart, and that's part of the vibe, I think, sometimes. But it's less of a less controversial than it was, I would suggest. Apart from in really small towns where, you know, standing out is a kind of defiance.
Yeah. Matt, was there anything else? Sorry, I'm trying to set up a Zoom so we can invite MZ Plays in, but my Zoom won't work for some reason. So I'm sorry, MZ. If you want to come and join us in our Discord, I can drag you in for a chat, or you can Skype in, or you can fuck off. I don't really care. Either way, we're very, you know. Anything else, please, Mateus Rose?
See, so there was one thing that when you're talking about getting out of the lockdown and that process and all. Yeah. I was having this conversation with someone a couple of weeks ago, and maybe it was something I thought I'd ask you to, because I'm kind of curious. The one thing that worries me when you're talking about the mental health of the younger generations and what's going to happen, and it's going to take a while to see that, I wonder what that also is for adults, in the sense that now I think it depends on people's habits and whether they're out more than other people are, and depends on what part of the world you are. Like in Florida and the States, where it's almost as if nothing happened, everybody's doing whatever. But when people will go back to quote unquote normal, when this is all said and done, I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to try to do things that they were doing before this all started. Habits of going to a pub, to a pub night, to a quiz night with certain people, as a prime example. They're going to want to go and do a lot of the things that they just did before, because they haven't been able to do it for 2 years. But the thing is, the person that you were before, right before lockdown started, and who you're going to be when that happens, are two different people. And I wonder if there's going to be people aren't aware, or it's going to be tougher for people to go through that process of just realizing that in their head, this is what it was. So it's going to magically be like this when they go through it again. Now, after they've gone through this, but you're a different person. You were in lockdown. You've grown up. You've dealt with a lot of things. It's almost as if you were dating someone for a few years, and then you broke it off and said, you know what, I kind of missed that. I kind of want to go back to them. Maybe you should sit down and have dinner and chat about it. But you sit down and have dinner with them, but it doesn't feel exactly the same, because you've changed since the time you broke it off and the time you're sitting there now. You two have been apart. Life has happened. Things have changed. And people will be sitting down at that pub night, and they're going to be around people, but every single person is going to have a very different experience over the last few years, and they might not want to be around those people. They might not realize, I don't want to sit on a Wednesday night and do this anymore. I wonder what that's going to be like, if that's going to take kind of almost a few years for people to have to kind of refigure out what their life is. After thinking, you know, what is it I want to be and do, they're going to have to actually go through that. I wonder if that's even going to be a process after that.
I get it. So like sort of missing the idea of someone rather than the actual thing. And when we're actually able to do stuff, we will realise that maybe it wasn't that great before.
I wonder. I wonder if the majority of people are going to change. I wonder. It's it's a year. It'll be 18 months, 2 years tops by the time it's over. That's not that long. And the lockdowns have varied from country to country and place to place. If the whole experience had been like lockdown 1 here, then I think, what you're saying, and I'm not saying that you're wrong, I don't know, but I've been kind of trying to play around with other scenarios. If lockdown 1, which was quite a strict one, not as strict as France or Greece or Italy, but was quite strict, if the whole experience had been like that, I think it would have had a more traumatic feeling for people. But it wasn't. Lockdown 2, that wasn't even anything. And this lockdown, well, I can still go to Costa. You know, I can still do stuff.
Yeah.
I suspect that a lot of people, and I'm choosing my words very carefully, a lot of people won't change. A lot of people, you know, you saw when they opened the pubs the first time.
They romanticise the idea of it.
Insane. People getting pissed in the street and all of that. I think it's someone saying shaking hands will feel strange. Yeah, the first 3 times it will, and then it'll go back to it. Then it will go back to normal. We forget pain. This is why women can have children again, because they can't remember the pain. You know it was painful, but if you go, all right, I'm going to try and recreate that pain in my stomach and my fanny. You can't do it. And it's the same with emotional pain. You can remember I felt shit then. You might even be able to cry about it.
But then you think, well, I feel all right now. I'll get over it.
I feel all right now. You can't remember the pain of what we went through.
It's true. It's true. And I think
who knows? But who knows, Matt? Who knows what we're going to be like?
From what I see on Twitter, and Twitter isn't real life, but the conversation on Twitter usually goes, "Oh, I can't wait to go down the pub with everyone." And everyone's thinking about the great nights when they went down the pub. I can honestly say, I'm not a pub person anyway, but they're not thinking about the shit times they went to the pub and there was nowhere to sit, or it was just solidly disappointing.
The thing I loved the most when this all started, and I used love in a very careful way because there was really nothing to love about what we all went through, but the fact that we used to ask someone, "Hey, how are you?" And it wasn't a passing phrase. It was, "How are you?" And they would answer honestly. They would be very honest and open up that way. But that wall has definitely gone back up again. And now, "How are you?" is just that passing phrase. Don't want to actually have a real honest conversation, be vulnerable, and actually chat. And when that all happened, I thought, oh, good. The wall's starting to come down. Maybe this is something that this is something that can stay. We can fully express ourselves and say what we're thinking and all. But man, over the last year, it's as if that just didn't happen in any way, shape, or form. And people are back to, cover it back on up. Can't actually be real. Can't actually talk about things. Can't fully express what I'm actually thinking. Got to keep it suppressed.
Yeah.
Matt, listen, we have to go because we haven't done our sponsors and we're going to get told off. It's always nice to see you, man. I'm glad you've rediscovered us. So thank you.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks for the chat. I appreciate it. Love talking to you guys.
See you later. Tutty bye. Oh, I'm up there. So that battery's died, so I just need to move. What are you? What camera are you? You are cam battery. Okie dokie. Catherine, talk to me, please, about Abicare.
Oh, you mean Abicare, the specialist addictions people?
Abicare, speak to me.
They have two centres. One is in Gloucester and one is in Glasgow. The Glasgow one is brand spanking new and it looks beautiful. They cover all the major addictions and a lot of the niche ones. Have a conversation with them. They also hire a lot of people who have been through the same stuff, right?
MZ plays, wash your mouth out.
So you're not dealing with someone from a kind of academic point of view. You're talking to someone's helping you through it, who's been there. They also have some brilliant counsellors, therapists. They'll take you through the 12 steps if that's appropriate for you. They will
introduce you to the 12 steps, and I think they take you through steps 1, 2, and 3,
right,
which kind of sets the groundwork.
And best of all, 25% off if you mention this advert. So if you need their help, I mean, God, they're so good. We hope you don't, but they are so good. Abicare Group.
Good
Have
food.
a look at their website.
It's good food.
It's abicare.co.uk.
And can we, while we're here, I don't know how close we are to reaching this total, but man alive, we're so close to getting $1,000 a bonus. VPN, if you want to watch American Amazon, if you want to watch American Amazon Prime, you want to watch American Blueies, South African Blueies, guys, remember when they were the leaders?
Dan.
You want to play Dan, subscribe, thank you.
Thank you.
If you want to play whatever, you want to protect yourself from internet hackers, get a VPN. Get the Surfshark VPN. You use the link, use the code TLNA, use the link surfshark.deals/TLNA. 83% off. 3 months for free. That is cheap. We get money. We just need a few more and we're going to get $1,000 bonus. So for God's sakes, do it. I've been using mine and I've done some amazing things. I don't want to go into details right now because I don't want the popo, I don't want the feds getting on me. I'm not saying I've used it for illegal things. Just saying maybe the internet laws need to be tightened up ever so slightly, all right? 0203 286 6370. MZ Plays didn't get partner.
Why?
They want to make sure that she can hold. They want to make sure she can hold her own. Hold her own. I want to make sure she can hold her own.
Wow.
So she didn't make partner. So I'm going to wash my mouth out with soap. So we need to raid her a few more times. They want to make sure she can hold numbers. That's bullshit excuse. But that means, here's our promise, MZ, right? And we don't normally make these promises. You're that close to partner. She can reapply in 2 weeks. They want to make sure she can keep her numbers.
Right. We'll show you some numbers.
If we'll show you some freaking numbers.
Number 1, number 2.
Yeah, you fell for that. You fell for the old boil 1, 2, boobity doo. Here's my deal. Every time we finish a show and we see you on, For the next 2 weeks,
Yeah.
we're raiding you.
Yeah.
We're raiding you because we want you to get partner. Dan, don't say Dan. What do you mean? Don't say that. Don't say the Surfshark link wouldn't work for you because what do you mean it wouldn't work for you? It's because you're a piece of trash. Let me get. Yeah, it works. You're a liar. Goddamn liar. Come on and ruin my stream with your lies. Don't tell me lies. We're going to do that every.
Yeah, we're in. Every
next 2 weeks.
time.
Next 2 weeks, when we see you on, we're going to come and raid you.
All back to MZ's.
All back to MZ's. Seriously, because we've got to get those numbers up. We've got to show that you can hold it. What was it?
The 012.
There we go. Okay.
If you're very lucky, you might get 3 and 4.
Okay, but 4 is actually.
But 5 is private.
4 is poo coming out of her bum hole.
It's not.
Yes, it is. It actually.
Someone's been showing you the wrong numbers, mate.
Well, someone's been showing you the wrong numbers because I know what number 2 is. That's a deal, MZ. If we fin- and we don't we like to spread our raids around, but you're so close to partner. So for the next 2 weeks, we will come. We'll come and raid
you know what it is?
stream.
I'm taking this rejection very personally.
Yeah.
So we're
Screw
not having
them.
it. We're not having it.
Screw those guys.
Let's do this.
We'll not play these adverts. Okay, this is the late night alternative. This is the only phone-in show on Twitch, and VP Link no work for me either. What? It just worked for me.
Yeah, I saw it with my eyes.
It just worked for me. It just
Right
worked
there.
for me. But click on it, buy now. It just worked for me. I'm in. I'm using a VPN to access it. That's a joke. It's a joke. No, I'm not. What can I tell you? I hate it when you raid MZ because I hate her and I wish she were dead. Wow,
What?
King Pigeon 1 2 3. Hang on, these glasses are dirty. I read that wrong. I hate it when you raid MZ because I find it impossible to switch it off and go to bed. Okay, well in that case we won't then. We're not going to raid you MZ because of King Pigeon 1 2 3. Oi, Sinjin's got some hair. Sinjin's got some hair. Look at him. Look at him. Sinjin's got some hair. Where? There.
Oh, look.
People are saying, "Oh, you've made 16,000 followers." Who gives a shit? We aim for 1 million. 16,000 is 1.6% of what we are trying to achieve. Thank you, Quiet Bloke. We want 1 million followers with 12 days to go. Right? We've got 16,006. That's 1.6% of our target. That's our target.
Tell them off, Ian.
And we are way off because of you. Just click follow. Follow. Make a fake account. Follow. Make another fake account. Follow. Just follow. We've got to get 1 million in 12 days. Otherwise, she gets it.
I'm not getting it.
You can do it right now, please.
I'll decide when I get it. And I'm not getting it. But I'll tell you something. You need to pull your fingers out. And I'm talking to you. You've been watching this for ages. You're not following. What's your problem?
You're not.
Are we not entertaining you?
Following.
Are we not laying ourselves out there every single weeknight from 8 o'clock roughly till about midnight? Are we not doing enough for you? What do you want? Blood? My blood is very good, actually. It's O negative, so it'll probably be quite good for you. But, come on. Follow. Don't be tight.
This site can't be reached. That link you've just posted works for me. Look. I've just clicked on the link and it works. That is weird, man. In that case, I don't know why. The 1,000,000th follower is going to get a lovely round of applause and the peeling of the bells. The bells are going to be peeled. Thank you, Pete. Pete's just followed. Pete's a mod. Pete should have been following us for ages.
I'm not angry about it. I'm just disappointed.
I need your love. That's a great song, isn't it?
Forever and ever and ever and ever I need you.
Oh, do you like Demis Roussos? I love a little bit Demis Roussos. Me, do you like Demis Roussos? He's one of my favourites. What's that?
That is Angela's party.
Who's Angela?
Jessica's party.
Ooh,
Julie's party.
This is awkward.
Julie's pantry.
Let's get close on this.
Jesse's and Annabelle's party.
Abigail's party.
Annabelle's soiree. Susie's do.
Look at this hair. I would like it cut. I can always put it in my mouth, which is what I used to have to do when I was a teen. Yeah, I can. Let's see if I can put it in my mouth. That's the test of long hair. Can you put it in your mouth for a man?
And the answer is no.
Very nearly.
Well,
I'm thinning out. It's in there somewhere. You don't see it, and I'm not joking. I am thinning out. The thing is, I see it every single day, so I can see where it's starting to thin. And you dismiss it, but it's actually happening. And this is partly why I was asking Matt about it, because it does. It's weird, and it is a little bit kind of up. I can't work out which side of my head is which. That side. It's there. It's in there. Anyway, it's a weird thing. It going. I don't know, but it's. I'm not going to go completely bald, but it's going to be thinner. Gonna be thinner. It's thick now, but it's thin. It's long. There it is in there. You see, there she is. There she blows. You're gonna need a bigger wig. Iain, drink green tea. It helps stop hair loss. No joke. I tell you, now I'm gonna get a cow to lick my head. Come on, man. What do you mean? It doesn't. Literally doesn't.
what you've got to do is jump over a fire 5 times under the full moon.
Oh,
and stick a
jeez.
potato in
Here's the
Jacksie.
thing. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do apart from surgery. Now, the surgery now is great, but there's nothing you can do.
You've got to wait until it's gone as far as it'll go with surgery.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just chasing it backwards.
Yeah.
Mr. Wiggly said he tried the full moon and the potato up the Jacksie and spilled as a coop. Yeah, fun though, wasn't it? Oh, man.
It's hereditary. No, it's not. I mean, it can be, but it doesn't. It's not exclusively hereditary. I don't know what to.
Shall we?
Go home.
Stop. Yeah. Yeah.
Drink green tea. It does. Senneca, shut up. Doesn't. There is no. There is no way of stopping yourself going bald. I hate to break it to you. They have not found a cure for baldness, because if they had, look it up then. No, I'm not going to, because I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to look up green tea baldness, because I'm not an absolute bellend that believes any old crap.
The green tea will do that. People that sell green tea.
Yeah. It doesn't make... They have not found a cure for baldness. Matt Hayes, I drink green tea and I'm still bald. So whatever. There you go. It doesn't work, man. Why would you even suggest that? Oh, because you're someone on the internet. Keep pumping. There's no water's coming out.
Let's knock it on the head for tonight.
I think so. I mean, does anyone have anything you want to do? Because it just feels. I'm embarrassed that I showed a private chat that I didn't mean to show. It doesn't reverse green tea, but helps prevent hair loss. Oh, Senneca. Okay, mate. Whatever. You go off and do your little incantations and your spells. It does not work. Okay?
Donuts.
Peter Wood, thank you for the sub. Wouldn't mind a bit more jumping door. What was jumping door?
The people in the these guys.
Oh, let's have a little bit. Let's have a little bit of jumping door. Sorry, the T-shirt.
Do you want a brew or something?
I would love. Do you know what I'm having? Because I think I've got. This is me saying. I think I've got gout. Right, I've got really painful big toes, really painful, and basically you have to go and get like steroids and all that stuff. But things that apparently you can try at home are not green tea, but ginger. Anything with ginger in. Ginger is quite good for it. I've got some ginger tea bags in the microwave. I'd love a cup of ginger tea.
I'll make you a cup of ginger tea.
I love a
but
cup of ginger
if
tea.
at any point you've had enough, we can stop and we can.
I'm feeling that.
Try again tomorrow.
I felt that. Do you know what? I felt that I'd had enough by 8:30, and old me would have been. Oh, let's just go. But new me is like trying to be professional, and plough on.
Yeah.
And plough on.
Right. Let me go and put that kettle on.
Okay. 0203 286 637 if you want to give us a call. Cherry juice. I've read cherry juice. I don't like cherries.
It's a slight problem then, isn't it?
I don't like cherries. I think it's gout. I've got very, very painful big toes. I mean, agony. How about that Domino's video you commented on? Well, I did that. Hello, caller.
Hi, Ian. It's Val.
Hello, Val.
I had my vaccine today.
Yeah, you received the vaccine on Tuesday.
Yes, and I wore
Red feathers and a hooly skirt.
your T-shirt.
Hey, you wore the TLNA T-shirt.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Did you ask if we could get the vaccine early, please?
No, not yet.
Unbelievable. So selfish. I can't wait for that vaccine, Val.
I can't wait for my second one. It looks like we're going to have lockdown.
Yeah.
Finished it.
Well, how do you feel? Did your arm ache at all? Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, good. You should be all right. I know a few people have felt a bit sick and stuff, but most people people have been okay.
Yeah, well, my brother's had it as well, and they say you'll feel a bit sore tomorrow.
Yeah.
But you'll be okay.
Okay. Yeah, you will be okay, and you might not even feel sore. Not everyone has.
Right.
So I've got my fingers crossed for you, Val, that you come through it smoothly. But if you do feel a bit poorly, drink lots of water and try and rest if you can.
Yeah, will do.
My mum had it and she was fine.
Right.
Okay.
Are you having yours soon?
No, because I'm not old. I'd love to have mine, but I'm still only 47, so I haven't got it booked in yet. But they're saying that we'll all have had it by the end of July.
Yeah. Well, I hope you're better soon.
Thank you very much. Nice to speak to you, Val.
And I thought I'd let you know.
You're good. I'm really pleased, and I hope you'll be all right tomorrow. Just rest.
Okay.
Tatty bye.
I see you.
Bye bye. Why did someone said? What did someone say here? Everyone says they've had the vaccine when they've had the first jab now, don't they? Well, yeah, because they've had the vaccine. Hello? 609, that's you.
Hello?
Hello, you're on my Twitch stream. What do you want?
Oh, brilliant. How are you?
What do you want?
Well, I don't know. Say hello, Will. Hi, sorry, I'm watching a Twitch stream. My brother sort of wants to talk to you because he's seen you and I'm a celebrity. I think he wants to know like how you got into like radio and.
He
things
wants
like
to
that,
ask
and,
me
like,
how I got
you-
into radio. Well, let him. He can ask me that then.
Actually, how did you get into radio?
I was on the telly and they were giving radio jobs out to telly people back in the 90s.
Oh, that sounds fun. So, what's your opinion on what happened with Amir Khan?
What? I don't know what happened with Amir Khan.
The strawberries and cream.
What's my opinion on the strawberries and cream?
Yes.
Well, I don't have an opinion on it.
I personally thought that Amir did you a bit dirty. I felt very sorry for you.
Yep. Yep. He sticks me up.
Sorry, I got super embarrassed.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say.
You could say goodbye.
Goodbye. Have a great.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed. I do like the strawberry stuff, but sometimes I like pretending I don't really. I don't
remember it was a while ago.
I don't have strong feelings about it either way. It happened, but I'm proud of the strawberry stuff, so I'm cool. It is like they just met Elvis. Totally, they weren't tools. They were nice guys. Senneca's not having the vaccine. Hang on. Fucking hell! Hang on. Where was that?
It's green tea. Do it.
Where was that? Was that in the chat? Where was that in the chat? Gatford says you drink that, but you won't have the vaccine. Where does Seneca say you won't have the vaccine? Oh my God! Hang on. Where does he say you won't have the vaccine? That can't be true. No, that can't be true. Why do I know the name Seneca? Why do I know that? I feel like that name has been problematic before.
I've certainly noted it.
I feel is that someone we've banned and unbanned, and we were accused of being overly banalicious. Did he? Mods deleted it. The vaccine is untested. It hasn't been fully approved yet. Well, there are two things that are incorrect in that statement, and bearing in mind there are only two things in that statement. The vaccine has been tested, and it has been fully approved. So, Senneca. So, the vaccine has been tested, and it has been fully approved. And so you won't have the vaccine, but you think green tea stops you going bald. They haven't been fully approved, only if for emergency use only. The vaccine that my mum has had, that every adult will have had by the end of July in this country, fingers crossed, hasn't been fully approved. It's only for emergency use. Senneca, I don't like COVID deniers. I don't like anti-vaxxers. I don't like green tears. I don't like knobbers. You tick all four of those. You're ringing all four of those. Yes, that's why vaccine company can't be sued if it goes wrong. Vaccine companies can never be sued if it goes wrong. The government takes responsibility for it. That is what happens. That's common practice. Go back to your Facebook groups. Go and play with those guys. And we say to you, I'll say goodbye, Senneca. We don't want anti-vaxxers in this chat no more. La 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 la. Yeah, well, of course, there's actually a clause that says that the pharmaceutical companies can't be sued. Yes, okay, that's quite a common thing. But we could sue the. Jeez, man. The big fans, Dave. I saw it. The big fans.
Donuts.
You watch me get blamed for that ban now.
Have the vaccine. Have the vaccine. I'll say goodbye to love. Doesn't anybody say to me? Have the vaccine and go and watch what's it called? In and of Itself.
Yeah.
Go and watch In and of Itself.
And most of all, calm your tits.
Yeah, guys.
Come on now. Come on. I can't wait for Catherine to get her kujek out on that one if there's an unban request. My what now?
Kujek is Polish for vag.
Gosh, is that how you reinforce bans?
Yeah.
I suppose it's pretty damning. Cudgel. She meant cudgel.
Cudgel.
Which, of course, is the back bottom.
The back bottom?
Kids call it the front bum, don't they?
What?
A lady garden.
I don't know.
The coochie.
The cudgel, though. Right, okay. Let's... What kind of shows do you both enjoy doing the most? None of them. I like doing the shows where I'm asleep. My dream shows. Those are my favourite types of shows. The dream shows. Where I'm dreaming. All right. I'd like to watch some more of this, right? But let's see if we can find... Okay, so this is the slippery stair game. We've got to be careful. A lot of racial stereotypes in this show. This is the one. Oh, this is people sliding. This is the one. We'll get past the time.
People sliding is an international language.
It's not very good. It's not very good quality. It's not very good quality. It's like an old AVI file, guys. Oh, there's a cake that looks like a booby. We're going to skip this bit where they go like they're a little bit racist in the kitchen. Although, I want to dress like this guy.
I think that's supposed to be like Donald Trump, isn't it?
I don't know when it was from. Oh, there's someone. Let's get past the. I mean, Japan is a little bit racist. Can I tell you this story of what I saw in an underwear shop?
Oh God,
it's a bit racist.
Go on.
It was a pair of underpants.
This is in Japan?
In Japan. They're quite racist. Listen, I've been to Japan for 12 years, right? And this thing happened 15 years ago. And there are very few black people. And I say that specifically. And there was quite a racist attitude towards them. And one of the things that they had in an underwear shop were these pants that made your dick look bigger. And they were called...
Oh, right, yeah.
Black man pants. Apologies for that. But that's what they were called. And I don't know, I haven't been to Japan for 12 years, and it's my favourite place in the world. It's problematic. You know, I can say it's my favourite place, but it doesn't mean it's perfect. And there was a very... there was a very loose attitude towards different ethnicities.
Yeah.
I think we could say.
Well, when you haven't got that much integration,
very few.
It's
very few,
easy to other people, isn't it?
Yeah,
I found the same when I used to live in Spain. Some of the stuff. I mean, God, there was some sweets called conguitos, and they had the character that was like the mascot for these conguitos was a little like the old-fashioned, antiquated depiction of a tribesman.
Yeah.
Like outrageous, like the sort of things you'd see in the 1930s, 1920s.
Okay, a couple of things.
Unchallenged.
Quick says, sorry about your brother. That was fun. I enjoyed that call. C-Madge, it looks like you're a vaccine troublemaker. Not in here, mate. Not in here. Goodbye. I would say it's less racism and more ignorance. A country didn't open its borders to the outside world to 1853. Still no excuse.
Can it be both?
I think racism is ignorance. That was quite profound.
Yeah.
And I think it works. Off the top of my head, I can't think about it too much. It is... so I think it is ignorance, but that doesn't mean it's not racism. And apparently Spain is full of black people. Full of them?
Is it bollocks?
Is it full of them?
No.
Full of them, right?
No.
So you're like tripping over black people as you walk through the streets of Barcelona.
People used to stare at me in the town I used to go to in southern Spain because to them I was blonde. I was the blondest woman they'd ever seen, right? Because everyone looked the same. They were all white Spaniards.
Or Brits.
No, there weren't any Brits there. There weren't any Brits there. There are still huge pockets of Spain that have never seen anyone from anywhere else.
Here we go. We've got a helmet. We've got C-3PO. We didn't see C-3PO do anything last time.
No, we didn't.
So let's have a little look at the lineup that we've got here. So we've got C-3PO. I'm going to say the Queen. Edward Scissorhands.
Just a punk, I think.
Okay, a punk. Tony Hart. Let's see.
Man from Del Monte.
There's the sexy lady again, and I say that I'm not being. She was a sexy lady when she was like.
I think she was supposed to be a pop star. Yeah.
Pop star. Okay. Ignorance, especially when Will says, ignorance, especially when sustained over a long time, is often a choice.
Uh-huh.
If lots of people know better than you should do.
I think
that's heavy.
I think that there is something in that. You know, people that would dismiss others' attempts to educate them as being woke. That is a decision to stay ignorant, isn't it?
But I don't know when it applies. If it applies to a whole nation, and boy, we're speaking in general terms now.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go on with this. Japanese takes its difference and character, nothing is wrong. Try that again, because I don't know what that means. Japanese takes its difference and character, nothing is wrong. Well, racism is wrong. But I don't know what that sentence means. So try again, Cozy Bug. Try again. What's he got on his foot? Is that
a hoof?
He's got a hoof.
Yeah.
A hoof sock. You're right, Papa Morph. It's a hoof sock. Someone's going to break an ankle. I have no idea what this game is going to involve. So he's got one hoof. Oh, flipping! Look at this!
No, it's just a design on his sock. It's just
so that's not part of the game. Oh, look at his face! Look at his face! This looks absolutely awful. He's the guy with the nude. Oh my god, that is some spin!
Is that supposed to look like coronavirus that he's whacking there with his groin?
They predicted Trump and Corona. So he's got to hit the rubber teeth. What? That's the same stuff they used to fill the inflatables with, isn't it? Cocaine. Fenchub, we don't need that in the Discord. Thank you very much. We don't need that in the Discord. That won't help anything. All-Star Athletic Games. Who's that fella in the background? If you move us. Look, who's that? Oh, I can't do it, sorry. Come here. There we go. What's going on there?
Oh!
Who's that?
That low-level person.
Who's that?
Oh, I think that's a secret person.
Ah, we think this might be KT Tunstall. Okay, thank you. Who said that? Thank you, Papa. That's KT Tunstall.
Oh, really?
No. Nande. Oh, what is it? Is it what? Nane. Nane. So you say nanny. Or you could say nande, which is short for nandes. Nandes? Nande? Nanny? Or nan.
Does that mean ready?
That just means what, I think. What is that? What? Nan? What did you say? Nandes? So Vic says, I love how thoroughly enjoyable Japanese TV is without understanding a single word of it. Once when I was in Japan with my wife, fiance at the time, and we'd gone from Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, or is Osaka in between? Maybe it's Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, and then we'd gone all the way over towards, oh look, we're down there, to Hiroshima.
I thought we were being that guy.
To Hiroshima. And we went and saw Hiroshima, and then we went to an island just off Hiroshima, and it was out of tourist season, so there's hardly anyone there, and we stayed in a traditional Japanese hotel where you got there. And there was we can only have a couple of days on the island, then we were going to go back onto the mainland and go up north to a tiny village where there was a big festival happening. And we were watching Japanese TV. And the weather came on. And I didn't speak much Japanese, but I got this. There was a map. Tokyo, and they talked about Tokyo, talked about Kyoto, and then they came to our part of the island, and then it started flashing red, and the voiceover went, super tornado, super tornado, super tornado, and I went, I think we're in trouble, and there was a super tornado heading our way. It was terrifying. It was in a tornado. Was in a tornado, guys. Super tornado. She's out of breath already. MZ, you want to get partner? Get one of these set up in your house. That is some spin it's got, isn't it?
It really is.
Sorry. Her face when she comes out.
What's with this, like, dropping them in flour rather than just getting crash mats like any other game of this sort? I've had a few nights like that.
Oh, so she's got a hoof sock.
Yeah, are they supposed to kick that ball with it?
Have they got the ball up there?
She keeps going. They keep doing that noise whenever she goes near that big red balloon.
なんだこれ。何の顔だこれ。めっちゃ怖い。
Sakoi.
Great.
Great.
She's saying, I really enjoyed it.
Tell your face.
続いては
She's going to be finding flour for weeks.
ちゃんのチャレンジです。
I was there for the Kensal Rise tornado. When was that? About 2004 or 5? Because I think I drove through Kensal Rise when that happened, and there were bricks out of buildings. I used to live in Kensal Green, but then I moved, and I had to drive to LBC there, and yeah, bits of roofs were missing. Catherine?
そんな太かったんすか腕。じゃあいけますか。
私はですね、こういうのダメなんです。
できそうじゃない。できそうな感じです。全然ダメです。
Okay.
I like all of those looks. They're all. Ah, I know what it is. They're all three of them are David Bowie.
I think they might be.
That's what they are.
高所恐怖症、ジェットコースター、全部その辺の仕事 NG です。じゃあこんなの持ってのほかじゃないですか。
最悪放送はいらないです。
いやいやいや。何しに来たんですか。それではやわらちゃんのチャレンジです。
So let's try and work out what they have to do. Do they have to kick the ball that's high?
The red. Look, they'll kick
Oh,
it.
they have to. They've got to burst the balloon with the hoofer. Rubbish. So you've got to kick the balloon with the hoof sock. We got it. Got it.
やわらちゃんどっちまで良かったですよね。良かったですね。
Anywhere near that
どこでゴー
balloon.
ルになりました。ブーンってなった時に。1個目。やわらちゃんね、泣いてます。今回やわらちゃんね泣いてます。
僕の中では
He swallowed it.
限界プラスで一周入ってきました。
Did your mum ever used to do that? If you didn't have any glue in the summer holiday, she'd get some flour and water and make glue with that. Oh, we did. No. Oh no, don't want to make something. Go and do a collage. I haven't got any glue. I'll make you some glue. Flour and water. I was poor. Grew up in the 70s Britain.
70s, just had to improv.
Yeah. Does it rise up the rope as time goes on? I don't know. But I like the look of this.
It doesn't
dude.
look like they're ever going to get anywhere near it.
Is that human? That is Les. Someone said that's Les.
今回仕事これからどうしましょう。体当たりロケ。
基本 NG で。
It's got to be fixed so that it's not until someone later on. Anyway.
続いては米40段です。先ほど、私の大事な相方のやわらちゃんが無残な結果、もう取り返すのは私しかいないでしょ。そうですね。ね、やわらちゃんの分、そして自分のオープニングのグダグダ感の分。今日2つ取り返すの大きいですよ。なるほど。ここですよ、増田。いや、やわらちゃん。逆ちゃいますよ。逆や。に向けて本気の気持ちを出してる。今の部分を取り返します。では参りましょう。ヨン様のチャレンジです。どうぞ。
ペさん頑張って。ペさん頑張って。
お、綺麗綺麗。自信あるの。綺麗。お、綺麗。
Oh, he's going at a pace. He's going at a pace. Flipping heck, man.
He might reach it.
Oh! This is the most exciting! Oh my God! This is the most exciting thing I've ever seen! Oh, come on!
I mean, just staying on would be a challenge, wouldn't it?
Oh man! Oh, he was so close! He was so close! Wasn't he? Got to burst it with the hoof sock.
まだ一番惜しかった。これはやっぱりこっちがつけた方がいいんじゃないですかね。
Elvis 54, thank you.
なんでヤスリついてない方で蹴ろうとしてるんですか。逆や。続いてはトシちゃんのチャレンジです。トシちゃんのチャレンジです。
I like this guy.
頑張って。
Let's put us over here a little bit. He's nowhere near. He's spinning too.
No,
he's spinning
he keeps
too wildly.
whacking Corona, and that. Oh.
Oh, it's gonna. Oh, he's in big trouble.
Oof.
No, he's best off out of that. Look at his Did you see his face? He looks really in pain.
だけめちゃめちゃ揺れてるんやけど。一回かすりそうなんですよ。あれでだってちょっとあと何ミリか言ってたら。
Nice. You come down hard.
何も聞こえないよ。全部動いて耳パンパンです。耳パンパンです。
It was in his ear.
Yeah. He did this.
All-Star Athletic Games.
They really are. Oh, those teeth are a danger. Come on.
Maybe we can spit them out.
You should be able to get the balloon with them. There he goes past.
Doc Cotton.
All right. All right. You got it. Whoopah.
Spinning too much.
Don't let Corona slow you down. You got to whoopah as you go by. Get those legs up. Hey, you talking as if I know how it's done.
Spinning. Look at the speed. Look at this.
Yes.
Yes. Winner. Yes, man. Flipping heck, this is terrifying.
Well, I think they're taking their revenge. That was valiant.
Well deserved winner.
It's not easy to be that limber in a pencil skirt.
でもまあ終わってから2週ぐらいしてからそういうことかなって思ったけどね。読まれました。止めろって言ってみんなが笑ってる時に、ああこれ止まらねえなって。
This is one of the sketches. We don't need the sketches. Might get a little bit racy, so let's just jump ahead.
Back to the flowery action.
That's a look.
Yeah.
That is a look.
Now, who's this?
回転数の方をですね、若干上げます。マジで？どうぞ。あ、これは早いんじゃないかな。
Get those legs up.
No, not a chance.
I don't know. Yes.
No. Oh! No.
Gave up.
Will says it's classed as a sketch show rather than a game show, from what I was reading. Don't really understand the setup. You won't. Japanese TV is a joy to watch. Honestly, if you're in Japan, normally if I'm in a foreign country, I'm like, let's go out. It's well worth coming home a little bit early one night, because everything closes in Japan. This is, again, generalisation. Kind of like concerts are like 6, 7 o'clock. Go home, turn on the telly, watch Japanese TV for a night, flick through the channels. It's just marvellous. I watched it's like a cooking show, but like 50s rock and rollers in it. 50s rock and roll songs in it. And Monkey Magic, the guy that plays Monkey Magic, was in there. It's nuts. It's nuts.
本当に出ちゃいそうだったんだよ。月並みで申し訳ないけど、無理。続いては松原の上さんのチャレンジです。
That's a look. I love that look. I love those kimonos, the big bows at the back.
Yep, but not the easiest thing.
No, not
to do an assault course in, I would imagine.
No. Oh my God, she's got a spin on. She has got a spin on. If she does this, it will be incredible.
It's just.
Oh!
怖いとかもう豊島園じゃないですから。本当にぴったりなんだよ。そろそろちゃんと芸人になった方がいいですね。
Such a great look. And you'll see people walking around Tokyo dressed like that. You see it a lot more in the villages, obviously, in the smaller towns. But you still see people in the middle of Tokyo dressed like that. Magic.
いや本当素晴らしかったです。続けるよ。
本当にいい思い出できました。ありがとうございます。
やめちゃったよ。深々とお礼してる。
Love it.
続いてはトシさんのチャレンジです。
That is a good clip.
Well, okay, here we go.
トシさんですか。
トシですよ。
狩矢崎翔吾さん。
そうやっぱりね綺麗な花って素敵。うわー。違うんですよ。トシさんですね。こういう感じのゲームねちょっとな
Is it squeaking?
Between the boots and that flipping donut he's standing on. Here we go. Here we go. That is a lot of plastic we're seeing on this screen.
His legs going. Oh, he let go late. I thought he was going to fly out. Oh, we should. Let's take a quick pause. Let's very quickly mention our wonderful sponsor, Abbey Care. Catherine, would you like to mention them? Thank you, Elvis54, for the £5. I just saw that. Thank you.
I would. A lot of people with what's going on in the world are not being helped to get over their addictions, and some people, unfortunately, are struggling more than others. And if that is you, you don't need to do it alone. Abbey Care Group are specialist addiction recovery clinics. They have 2 facilities. One is in Gloucester, the other is in Glasgow. The Glasgow one is brand new. It's just been kitted out, top of the range facility.
Top of the range.
If you mention this advert, you'll get 25% off. But they do all sorts there. They hire a lot of people to work with you who have been in your shoes, so they get it. They've got top therapists. They've got top advisors.
They've got top shelves. They've got everything.
They've got all the top things.
Top. Abbeycare.co.uk.
To help you get over your addiction.
Ain't cheap, but if you've got health insurance, it might cover it. If your employer has health insurance, it might cover it. And if you mention this show, you can get 25% off.
Go and have a look, abbeycare.co.uk.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, where Screen Door is here. Here we go.
俺今から頑張るから誰に言ってるんですか国の母ちゃん松山千春さんのチャレンジですどうぞ
Any plans to do something in Edinburgh this summer? No, because Edinburgh won't be happening, will it? Edinburgh won't be happening. No plans. Very few live shows ever again, apart from Hug, which I think is going to be a winner, and 2 shows that we've said we're going to do to help out venues that we think are fab. We're going to do them for free. But that's it. I'm done. Live shows. I'm done, man. Not a chance. Giotto, a little bit. Oh, rubbish.
Poor lad. Oh, straight in the massive Lilo.
テレビで見てたんだけど、こっちに出るの
Sad music.
見てるの全然違う。なんかルミネで見るよりなんかでっかく見えんね。後輩ですけどね。前ですか。続いてはデニーロさんのチャレンジです。デニーロさん。はい。最近ちょっと不正だらけですから。今日は
Let's go get what she's wearing. That's gonna. You can't hold on with that.
風船を割っていただきたいと思っております。正々堂々戦うことを。
This is the last one.
The man from Del Monte.
MZ, we're going to finish soon. I don't know if you're streaming tonight, but I mean it for the next 2 weeks.
He might do it. His legs are getting up quite high.
For the next 2 weeks, we'll come and Rachel and have you get those numbers up.
Yeah, gonna do
The man from Del Monte? He say no. So only one person did it. Oh, it's the Godfather.
Obs.
You're not. All right. But that's our promise. There we go. That's the end of that. Enjoyed that. Thank you. Was it Will that suggested that we do a little bit of that? I think we're kind of coming till the end. Well, it was, we've done nearly 3 hours anyway, because we took a little break and then we came back. But if people want to give us a call, you can. 0203 286 6370. Oh, I've not got Skype. Oh, here we go. Here comes a call. Ginger Ninja!
Hello.
Good evening.
Guten Abend, mein Herr. Hast du Schloss? Don't know what that means.
Have you got a church?
Yes, hast du Schloss. How can we help you, Ginger Ninja?
No, Schloss is a castle, isn't it?
Yes.
I was just coming to see how you were both were and...
Tired, and up and down, and busy this week. Busy this week, and I don't like being busy. But there you go. How are you doing?
Yeah. I'm all right. I'm a bit nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I have 2 tests tomorrow at college.
Have you revised for them?
Yeah.
Well, then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You got this, kid. You got this.
Show them what you
I
can
hope
do.
so.
You got it. In the
Yeah.
great scheme of things, you know, what happens? You fail, they chop a finger off? Do they? They don't. No, they won't.
That's frowned upon these days.
They won't chop a finger off, will they?
Mm.
Might do, actually.
Nah.
Bit harsh. Go to bed. Go to bed now. Get some sleep in.
Oh, nah. I can't sleep yet. I go bed at 12:30 because that's every night. That's when I That's when I can fall asleep in.
Well, what time have you got to get up?
To sleep. Like 8, 9.
Jeez.
Come on now, okay.
Come on, get to bed.
But I wanted to mention that. Do you know how I said about the Discord? That
the dicks in the Discord. Turns out Discord is problematic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I am now in a new one.
Oh, right.
And
a driving crew.
They are. Yeah, and they are teaching. They are like treating me very nicely.
Good.
I'm allowed to do as many miles as I want to do.
Good. They sound like good people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just more chill.
Because this stuff's supposed to be
which
fun.
I like.
So.
Yeah. Like it was what I'm doing to like get over rather helping my mum or college or whatever I'm going through.
Good.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
It's a good way to chill out.
Well, I am glad, and good. Hang out, play games with people that are nice. If people are not nice to you, here's the thing I learned, and it's taken me a long time to learn it. When people say things or the way they behave, if you feel bad or ashamed or upset or sad, you don't need to hang out with those people. And it took me a long time to realise that. You don't need to hang out with those people. Hang out with people that make you feel good and make you feel proud to be yourself. And that's it.
Yeah.
All right, did you listen?
I'm really excited.
Go and sleep because we're going to start wrapping up soon. So go, get some sleep. We're going to see if we can take a few more calls. Best of luck with your tests. I hope they go well. 0203286637. Let's just see if there's anybody in Discord. Oh, they can't see that. It's a withheld number, so we'll take it, but we'll take the volume down. Hello? Okay, there we go. That's the usual standard.
Yeah.
What's going on there? Oh, hang on. Oh. Okay. It's something else, isn't it? It's something else.
Yeah.
Okay, another withheld number. Yeah, what do you want? Goodbye. There we go. Let's take this. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Oh, I like that T-shirt.
Hello.
Game over. Where are we inserting the coins? The question.
Yeah, you don't want to know. I've just been finishing off my daily green tea. So.
How's it going?
Well, it's not working, is it? It's not flipping working.
It was interesting that the stuff you were talking about, Ian, about it still being a joke.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't. Well, I'd like to think we're in a place like you wouldn't do that about someone's weight. Well, certainly a lot of people.
But that's only a recent development, and it's still. Exactly. I think that's still being negotiated.
Yeah, I don't.
I have done jokes about weight in the past, and it's still being negotiated by society. I think that the right-minded people think that it's inappropriate, but a lot of people go, "Oh, come on." I'm just saying, she's a fatty. Look, sorry, I'm just looking generally at that. She's a fatty. Go on a diet, for Christ's sake. And we know it's more nuanced than that.
But I think even I'd never really thought about it like that either. And I think that's probably the same with a lot of people, right? Everyone kind of assumes it's fine because that's the way it's always been. But actually, it is something that a lot of people struggle. I mean, I have. I mean, I started losing mine when I was late teens. It slowly, and really frustrating thing for me is it just won't stop growing at the sides. I wouldn't mind if it just stopped, right? Because
would you ever consider doing the Larry David, who is bald but has it kind of quite sort of long at the sides? That's that's a tough look to carry off, but he carries it off very well.
I don't think I would. I mean, the problem I have is like I'm looking straight on the camera now. I'm perfectly happy. I kind of, it's fine. It's when I start to get that view that it kind of hits me that that's what everybody sees all the time.
It's funny, isn't it? Because
but do you know what I see? Really nice skin.
Yeah, it's weird because I have never gone. Holy shit! That guy over there has got no hair. This is a bald guy.
No, tell you what we have done. That guy in Luton that had he'd like coloured his head in. It was
with a black
black
marker pen.
shiny, like someone had got hold of his feet and dipped him in.
But to the majority of people, you see someone who's bald, you go, it's a bald guy. I'm talking about men because it is different for women. You see a bald guy and you go, you don't even say it, you don't even think it's a bald guy, you don't even register it. But of course, we make up our own story of how everybody else sees us.
Yeah.
The first time I really was aware of it, so I ended up accidentally on telly because we were somewhere. We saw a queue for a free buffet and ended up on the Tonight programme with Dermot Monahan talking about taxes somehow.
Sorry, free buffet? What?
Yeah. So I was at a friend's for a birthday party thing. We were like chilling out in the afternoon. Someone said, "Oh, there's a free lunch over there." So we went and queued up for it, and it ended up it was the Tonight programme.
It was a trap.
Talking about taxes. Yeah. So we were just out of uni, no idea, but we just went along, got the food. But that was on telly like a couple of months later, and it was when they did like the overhead shot, and I spotted because this was a good couple of years ago. It's like, oh god, that patch right there, that I'd never really known about, and that was when it started to, when I started to notice it, because obviously it was at the front, it then started to go back and back and back, and I think the big thing for me was, have I been standing here thinking I look fine all the time, and other people are, to your point, are other people seeing something different and almost laughing at it without me knowing?
Yeah.
That's the bit that always nags at me. And I think because my hair's dark anyway, like it is very noticeable, right?
But it has to come down as to why someone would find it funny.
I know, but that's
you've got no control over that.
That's
that, right? I know. This is the thing, right? We're all trapped inside ourselves, and you can get very caught up in what other people might be thinking about you. But for the most part, everyone's trapped in themselves. And
I think mostly, I won't say the majority, but there are a lot of people who are nice human beings, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we've learned that there are also a lot that aren't, but certainly the ones I choose to surround myself with are.
Well, that's it. Sometimes it's very helpful if people show themselves for what they are, because then you can just eliminate them from your.
I can't stop thinking about
inquiries.
that free buffet. I'm really hungry. Free buffet right now.
Would you talk about tax with Dermot Monahan?
I've seen Dermot Monahan's beanhole. Oh my god! Because he used to use the same gym as me, and I saw him naked several times. He used to run. He used to go in the running machines, running. No, he could take his clothes off later. Running. Great buttocks.
Yeah, we didn't get that. It was just the buffet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And some tax talk.
Oh, was it tax or taxis?
Tax.
Oh.
It was about stealth tax.
Oh.
And they were talking
Why
about.
Why don't they want an audience for that? Did they have a
Well, they got them by
something?
stealth. They got the audience by stealth.
Well, it was basically talking to members of the
Dave,
public.
we have to go. Nigel from Maidstone is calling in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what he will say.
Hello, Nigel.
Hello, Iain and Catherine.
What can we do for you tonight?
I just put down the 18th of February that you put up on YouTube.
Okay, yeah, I put up like a week or so's worth of shows, and so that everyone was flooded today with shows.
So I haven't had a chance to listen to it all yet, but I'll watch it later.
Okay, it's the usual crap.
Yeah, is there any ones with me on?
If you were called in, you will be in them. Yeah, I don't know which ones.
I might be in that one then, because I spoke to you the other night, didn't I? Monday, wasn't it?
I don't remember. I don't keep a log of.
No, I think it's Friday.
I don't keep a log of callers.
That's the 18th of February. Oh no, it's the 18th of February. That's gone last week.
That was last week, yeah.
I put up all of last week's shows onto YouTube today, but also you can always watch the shows again on Twitch. We're not like normal Twitch people where the shows disappear after 30 days. They stay up forever on our channel because we are special.
Mm-hmm.
You can still watch them on the your page.
Literally what I just said. Yeah.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Anyway, I'll probably get through them eventually. All.
Good. All right.
Have you had a good day?
Ups and downs.
It's been nice and sunny. I went outside.
You asked us a question, but it's okay. You carry on.
I went to Tunbridge shopping. It's good to hear about the lockdown, isn't it?
What have you heard about the lockdown? Come here, big boy.
Well, I mean, they're going to start in April. They're going to start opening the shops and things. He says, the Prime Minister.
Fingers crossed. This is big boy.
Yeah.
The stray cat. Look at this.
I still think this virus is going to be around for a few years.
This virus is going to be around forever, Nigel. Viruses don't disappear.
It won't ever go.
No, it won't ever go. It'll be around forever.
Yeah, but no, it won't spread if everyone's injected, will it?
Yes.
Still, you can still catch it even if you've been injected.
You can still catch it if you've been injected. They think they're not 100% sure yet, but they think so. But it reduces the risk of you being seriously or mediumly ill with it.
Yeah.
But viruses, you can't. Once viruses are in the ecosystem, they're there forever.
Like the flu thing.
Yep.
The flu.
Yep.
The same as the flu. And I think they're hoping to do more things in space. I mean, they landed something on Mars, which I saw pictures
Yeah, they
of.
sent what they did. They sent COVID to Mars to see what happens to it there.
They sent what?
What? Do you want to sing us a song, Nigel?
Yeah, I'll do you a song. Yeah, but I saw the details of Mars. It's quite interesting, really. But it'll be a long time before we can go to Mars, won't it?
I don't think they're going to let you go, mate.
You have to have lots of training, basic training.
Basic training. Would you like to sing us a song while I sit here with one of my cats?
I'll do you a song then, and then I can get back to watching you on the internet.
Good lad.
Okay, I'll do Nigel's time then.
Do it.
Nigel, is that all right to do that one?
Do it.
Yeah,
Go on,
right.
Nigel. Let's hear
I'll do it. Yeah, but don't make me laugh. Okay, here we go. Tuning in, calling up, talking to the nation, sing a song, melody for your adoration, late night phone-ins, I'm keeping you awake. It's our time to shine. Up all night, it's entertainment time. It's our time to sing another line. Whoa, it's Nigel's time. Clouds are gone, sun is up on your horizon. Safe at home, back on the phone to my radio station. Late night phone-ins, are you still awake? It's our time to shine. Up all night, it's entertainment time. It's our time to sing another line. Whoa, it's Nigel's time to call and make my point. Time to play and rock this joint. My life's exciting. I'm inviting you to listen for another day. It's our time to shine.
Thank you, Nigel.
Thank you.
Thanks for rocking this joint.
Thank you very much indeed. 0203 286 637. We've got a voice message from Jerry.
I might be in that one then.
He's listening to the show. He's listening to the show. Okay, 0203 286 637 is the telephone number. I've got Big Boy on my lap. Where's that gone? Come back. It's that. What is that? No, I don't know. I don't even know what you are. Goodbye. Here we go.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello,
hey,
Jerry.
nice T-shirt, Jerry.
Thank you.
TLNA.co.uk merch.
Hang on the phone. Thank you. Hold on, Sky. What thing? Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Check out that picture. Of a ram or something stuck in there. Doesn't look too enough. Hello, I can see yourself on telly.
Yay.
Hello, Mum. Nigel, you sang a 12-inch remix. And a bit longer.
It did seem like he took it to the bridge.
Went on forever.
He changed his voice halfway through.
Yeah.
Love Nigel. Feel sorry for him.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He's a good man. Probably things. Say till the strays off in the street.
You're sounding good tonight.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know why. But she's only hello, somebody from just cover this drink up so you don't see the brand. No advertising on this channel. How about paying?
He's gone.
It's gone. It's clear.
Have you had the vaccine yet, Jerry?
Hey?
Have you had the vaccine yet?
Yeah, think about the American one. What's it called?
The Pfizer?
Pfizer. Everyone's had the Oxford one's been ill. Everyone's
I think it will be interesting to see if there is a difference in side effects between the two. It'd be interesting to see.
Everyone who's had the Oxford one's been really ill and things off.
Well, hang on. I have to say, just for not everyone who's had the Oxford one has been really ill. You may have heard of some people who've had the Oxford one that have been really ill, but not everyone.
Only this workplace, not any other workplace.
Yeah, we go. Okay. What's a big yawn?
I accept all responsibility. He's waiting enough, not Mr. Angel. Hello, Mum. It's a nice call. It suits me. I like it.
It is good. I like that. A bit of mauve.
I'm trying to tell you, we didn't realise it's halfway down the... It's like your balding man. Passport photos of how much to score. Remember the balding man? I'll work them out for you. I'm trying to make some money out of getting someone's being... I'm trying to find someone to be my friend to come in. Because I can have one friend to come in soon. A friend to come in, old hands. I don't know, it's Tuesday everyone's turning me down. I tried Samaritans and Nightline. Let's ring the glass court agency to you now. I'll try. Anyway, thank you. Take care, Merry Christmas.
Stick it up your bum, Jerry. Stick it up there and give it a good waggle around. That's the address on the screen. If you want to... Please, listen, the gifts are great. Thank you. But we got... I'm getting a bath here from this one. Thank you, darling boy. Oh, no. There's the clause.
Bone digger.
Oh, we've been raided. It worked. Pargalenus, thank you for the raid, because we can test that the raid thing works. And we got 20 people. I hope you had a great stream. Hope you have fun. What were you doing in the stream? Were you playing? Were you chatting? What was going on? What was it like?
Oh, is it Linus? It's Linus.
Who's Linus?
From yesterday. You know what? The one with the smooth voice.
Oh, Linus. I'm so sorry. How are you, Linus? Hi there. How's it going? Linus, how are you doing? How was your stream tonight? What happened to your stream tonight? I got a stray cat on my lap.
This looks dodgy. I'm going to stop stroking him.
It does. There's
I'm
a cat
stroking
here.
the cat.
There's a cat here, big boy. Catherine was touching my big boy.
And hoping it wouldn't bite.
And...
Donuts.
Linus for the sub. Linus for the win. Linus all the goddamn time.
That was Daddy Bear Cub giving him a sub.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
You're the best, Alex.
Here we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's Big Boy. I don't know if you can see Big Boy. Big Boy was a stray. Big Boy was a stray, and it's taken me nearly 2 years to catch him. I got a trap. I've got 4 other cats, so it was difficult, wasn't it, darling boy? I knew about you because one day I came in and I thought I'd been broken into because there was stuff smashed up and my cats were hiding. And I thought, oh, someone's broken into my house. And then I thought, I think someone is still in my house. And I looked and you were hiding behind a sofa and you went mental. Mm-hmm. And something obviously happened to him when he was younger because he's very flinchy. Doesn't know how to sit on laps. He's going to fall in a minute.
Doesn't really know how to be a cat, does he?
No. And I managed to... It took nearly 2 years, and I caught him, got his balls chopped off. He came and lived in the house for 7 weeks, and it was tense. Then I let him go, and he didn't come back. I thought, well, that's that. And then one day he just rocked up, and he came, and he's been living here ever since. And it's tense with the other cats, and you're right, he didn't know how to be a cat. And it's so clever. He's been watching the other cats. So he'll just sit at the corner of the room and watch them, and he'll watch them bath. and he'll watch them sit on my lap.
He tried to wash his face the other day, didn't he?
Oh, it was terrible. He knew that he had, so he was like...
It's like doing an impression
He
of a
would
cat.
do like 10... So normally a cat would go 1, 2, 3, and he was going... And he's watched them, and he's learned it all. And he's so clever. And he was all... His fur was horrible. It was like a brush.
It's wiry, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I thought this is the way he was. And it turns out brushing him didn't really work.
Wouldn't use the cat flap. But he was litter trained. So, I mean, the theory is that he was probably taken away from his mum too soon and was owned by someone for a small amount of time. Yeah. We're guessing there was some violence because he's very flinchy, isn't he?
Very flinchy. But I love this is my proudest achievement, is getting this guy on side. There's big boy merch now, but this is my proudest achievement, is getting this guy on side. I really thought it was a lost cause. And
yeah, because he went, didn't he? You had him for a while, and then he went.
Yeah, it's beautiful. He slept on my bed a couple of nights ago for the first time, snuggled up to me. He's a bit scratchy, doesn't know about
retracting his claws.
Doesn't know about, and he plays, and he's seen the others play, so he plays, but his claws, and he's got big old fangs, haven't you? He's got big fangs. But he's good. He's chipped, although the chip is registered to somewhere else, actually, to the vets that did him. I need to get that changed, don't I? But he's good. He's a lovely little boy.
He's very attached to Iain now.
Oh, he follows me around everywhere. Could be a Russian spy. We just don't know.
Bill Gates in it.
Do not have the stats on whether he's a Russian spy or not. We don't have that information, and that's okay. That is okay.
But gosh, wouldn't we love to know what really happened with you, big boy?
Hey, we've got 500 people in our Discord. Oh, God. I think Stephen Page has only got 700. I think I looked at that. He's got about 800. Okay, well, we're going to beat you, Page. We're going to come kick your ass, Page. Hey, Stephen Page, going to kick your ass. Okay, is there any more calls, guys? Any more calls? Hello, darling boy. Maybe we're done.
I think maybe we are.
How do you get a big boy T-shirt? You go to tlna.co.uk. tlna.co.uk. Here's the thing: the phone-in show. I'm sitting back because I've got him here and it's tricky to lean forward, so please don't think I'm being arrogant. The phone-in show can only work if people phone in. I mean, we sit here and we'll sit here and we'll talk bollocks, and that's absolutely fine. And I'm happy to do that because I'm getting to hang out with my mate, even though absolutely nothing is happening in the daytime to talk about. But I get to hang out and we just get to have a laugh. So I'm happy to do that. But if you want it to be a phone-in show, people got to phone in, guys. People got a phone in. That's all I'm going to say. You know, that bombshell, we're going to, as a withheld call. So I turn the volume down. We take it. Please hold the line. Hello? There we go, you see. I mean, it's so predictable. So predictable. Here we go. Big boy's off. Heavy on his feet.
Kadump.
Heavy on his feet. Hey, Floss!
Hi, Floss.
Hi.
Hi there, Floss. How you doing?
I did ring you, but you didn't ring me back.
Oh my God, did I miss it?
Outrageous.
I'm sorry, don't take it personally. I did not notice it, and I apologise. That's
all right.
Outrageous of me.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. I was wondering, does anybody know about... I've got my COVID vaccine tomorrow.
Yes.
Because I was told that carers in receipt of carers allowance can now get the vaccine.
Brilliant, if that's true. I hadn't heard that, but that's great. That makes sense.
It does say it on the website. I did check when I booked it.
Good.
But do we need to prove that we receive carers? Because I've searched everywhere for carers.
Are you booked in? Have you got an appointment?
Yeah, it's booked, but I don't want to turn up and then for them to turn around and say, "Oh no, you can't have it."
I wouldn't have thought. If you're booked in, they're not. They're going to go. Okay, right. I'm sorry. Before we give you this, could you just show us like a thing? I'm sorry. We're going to have to put this in the bin. You haven't got it.
They won't want you hanging about.
The fact that you've got. Did they phone? Did they get in touch with you to make the appointment?
No, that's what I mean. I was told that people in receipt of carers allowance can now book their appointment. So I went on the website and booked my appointment. Oh. But it doesn't say anything. It doesn't say whether you need to take proof or not. But I don't want to just turn up and get turned away.
Conflicting opinions in the chat. Kate says I had to prove I was a paid carer.
Tomster says they checked nothing with them today.
And Stubbsy says my wife went last week with no paperwork. And someone's saying it's going to unpaid carers as well. So, and Amy's mum says maybe, who is a nurse, maybe just take something in case. Listen, if you can find something.
My letter anywhere. I've been looking, but I can't find it. I can find all my son's disability letters, but nothing to prove my carers.
Do you know what? Take them in. Take them in. Because here's my thinking. You pull out a sheaf of letters and go, well, I've got these. Now, which ones would you like to...
They'll just go,
Do you know what?
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
I would imagine, right, that following the Hippocratic Oath, they ain't going to... If you're in there, they ain't going to go and you say, I'm really sorry, I haven't got a letter. They're not going to go, jog. They're not going to say jog on. We're at the stage now where we're really close to everyone being invited in to book an appointment.
They'll just tick you off.
So I would suggest take your son's, any letters you got about your son's condition, take them in. Always looks good to have a formal letter, but I would suspect you're going to be okay.
Yeah, I suppose I could always take in, like as Justin in the chat, a bank statement.
Yeah. There you go. That shows the payments.
It doesn't.
And then could you do me a favour? Could you photocopy that bank statement and send it to me so I could book an appointment, please?
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks very much. Oh, good luck. Let us know how it goes.
All right, thank you.
Cheers. Well done. It's nice, isn't it, hearing other people that, when I say other people, I mean, old fogies, the old guys, going and getting their injections.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
It's like, this is happening. This is happening, baby. It's kind of goddamn kind of happening. Right, let's go and find a raid.
Let's find someone fun.
And then when we see Emzy on, we're going to raid her for the next couple of weeks. Don't normally do that, but I just want to help that. If they're saying you need to prove that you can hold the numbers,
right?
Let's prove it.
This is getting personal now, isn't it? Well, this is personal, Emzy. We're going to sort it out.
Someone said that Dan TDM had 49,000 viewers, which is nuts even for him. 43.2 thousand playing Minecraft. That is nuts, man.
Good for him.
Yeah, no, good for him. My boys love Dan Tudhams. My boys absolutely love him. And I went and saw him live, and we met him very briefly, and he was a real gent. Shut up, big boy. Shut up. Let's go down to the bottom of it. I want to go down. Oh, what was this? Okay. Have belly fat. This guy can show. So men's nipples we know are okay.
What's this? I looked at Fortune. Oh, she's got 144. She's doing all right.
Well, we could take it up. We could make a difference, though. You see.
I didn't think so. Yeah, like made the biz, exactly.
Okay, I'm not getting the
extrovert. I am kind of an extrovert.
Well, maybe I'm getting the
vibe.
I do like her.
Going outside. I do like going to theater.
Oh, I've lost her.
What?
Hang on. We'll come back. Well, we're in the right thing. We'll come back. We'll find her. Where? It was around here. There we go. All right, let's go and raid her.
Chelsea Bites.
Because it will blow. It will still blow her
right, Bushy, but no.
mind.
All right, now we may be able to. Maybe about to discover your next favourite streamer. Don't be a dick in there, please. You're about, it could make her night.
God,
if it's
we're
not your
losing
thing,
all of this
doesn't
money.
need
What
to
can
hear
we do?
about
So
it.
they've been
We're going to more than double.
Tell her.
We're going to take her out. Come on, a few more join in, and we're going to take her to over 500. We're back tonight at 10. Michelle Dewberry is joining GB News. 8. All right, tatty bye.